Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 ba da da da. Ah. Happy Goku Day today. I'm gonna get on camera here in just a second. Putting my clothes on. Happy Goku Day. It is May 9th, 2021. Welcome to the Geekdom 101 live stream. I am Danny, the creator of Geekdom 101. I'm going to get on camera here once I push the button. Stand by. Move over. Okay, hello. Welcome to the Dragon Ball Super. Whoa, 2000. I'm going ahead of myself. 2021. May 9, 2021 live stream as we discuss the historic announcement made yesterday of the 2022 Dragon Ball Super movie coming to theaters next year. And we have a lot to talk about here today on the stream. First of all, I want to welcome y'all to the live chat. Let me go ahead and take a look at the live chat here because I know it's going to go by pretty quickly. And okay, we got 8:55, 9:12. Let's see here. I'm keeping an eye on the numbers here. If you're going to come through, please leave a like. We have a lot to talk about, let me tell you. We have got a lot to talk about here today. We have got a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about. Happy Goku Day. Happy Goku Day. Yes. I see y'all in the chat right now. I'm reading it right now. Happy Goku Day. Just so you guys know, programming note, the next live stream we'll be doing after this, unless major news breaks, will be on Saturday, May 22nd. So I'll be back live. I'm still going to have videos going up, obviously, because the manga information's coming up in the next couple of weeks. But the next time I'll be live here on the channel, unless there's a big breaking news update like what happened yesterday, will be on May 22nd, discussing Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 72 and what ends up happening, the fallout from that chapter of Granolah meeting up with Goku and Vegeta and possibly having their first fight. So that's going to be at that point. Now, happy Goku Day. Yes, I see you. I see you in there. Happy Goku Day. Thank you. I wanted to say that there's a lot going on. And what we're going to be discussing here on this live stream is we're going to go into the road to Dragon Ball Super 2022. We're going to analyze Toriyama's comments that were made as well as with the alternate translation of them and quell some things here. And we're going to, of course, discuss what could happen in the movie. Now, I will be taking super chats like I always do, answering your questions as well as answering any comments you may have about the film. We'll be speculating on this film for the rest of the year. Now, the first thing some of you guys are probably wondering about is, where's the trailer? Well, I'm not expecting that anytime this week or anything. No, that's not coming for a while. The trailer's not going to come for a while. The way it's going to work is we're going to have an announcement of the name of the film and a poster at some point in the future. And then after that, we'll get a teaser trailer. And then we'll get a full-length trailer, depending on when the film is going to be coming out. Because all we know is that's going to be in 2022. It may end up being December of 2022 or it may be the summer. There are two possible release dates that I foresee for Dragon Ball Super 2022. It could be in the summer of 2022 or it could be in the winter of 2022 or, later in the year. The reason why I'm saying that's because typically movies that Toei releases come out usually around May, Golden Week, or in August of the summer, and that's right around the summertime. And then in November, December is when the other date could be. Again, we don't know yet. We do not know anything yet. But I'm looking at the numbers right now, waiting for more people to hop in here. First of all, hello, happy Goku Day, and happy Mother's Day. If you're out there and you're a mother, or if you want to, if you have a mother, tell her I said happy Mother's Day. Also, if you sign up now and become a member to the Geekdom 101 channel, if you sign up for Tier 2, you'll have access to the Geekdom 101 Discord server as well as access to early information before it goes public. So look forward to that as well. 1,600 people. That's a pretty good little number right there. I'm hoping for more, but we'll see. So I want to get into a couple things, okay? First and foremost, we've already got a ton of super chats. So if you're sending your super chat questions in, I'm going to get through some of them right now, and then I'm going to go into this movie, all right? I'm going to go into it quick, all right? Because understand that I might not get to the super chats for quite some time, but I want to get to a couple real quick and knock them out, okay? So Brian Escobar says, why a movie versus a series? I think a lot of us wanted a new season. I'll discuss that in the stream. Just stand by. French says, I love Goku. Will you marry me, geekdom? No. It's Your Boy says, Demon Slayer destroyed DBS Bro at the box office. Let's see if this film can surpass or even come close. We'll see. It all depends on how it's marketed. That's what it comes down to. So difficult to say what's going to happen there. So I know a lot of people watching this right now are probably assuming that, not everyone, but a lot of people are probably assuming that I know everything about this movie. And the answer is I don't. I don't know everything about this movie. I know some things. I don't know everything. But I want to talk about something slightly personal here before we get into the movie. Slightly personal, okay? So 2020 was a rough year for a lot of people because of what happened with the virus and people having a rough time in their life, being away from their loved ones. We had conventions taken away from us. We had certain shows postponed. We had movie theaters taken away from us. And it was a very hard year for me, personally. And now that things are looking up, and that it looks like things are getting fixed, and that now it looks like people are starting to go back to work, and, there's vaccines, and things are opening up again. Sporting events are opening up again little by little. I'm very happy to say that life is resuming again. And what better time to announce a new Dragon Ball project than Goku Day 2021 for 2022. We got a nice road ahead of us on the way to this movie. But if you are wondering, because some of you guys are probably wondering, Danny, Geekdom, did you know about this? Did you know they were going to put a movie out and announce it today? Yes, I did know. On April 8th, 2021, I received an email from an unspecified person. And I'm putting the email on the screen right now for you to see. And as you can see right there, the date is right there, April 8th, 2021 at 4:23 a.m., which is daytime in Japan. And it says, new movie, look forward to the announcement on Goku Day, May 9th. Now, if you're wondering, Geekdom, why didn't you report on this? I'm going to tell you why I did not report on this. Number one, I was unable to double source this information. I only got it from somebody who I guess would be credible, I would say. I would actually go as far as to say very credible. But I did not reveal the information a month ago. Well, why? Because I couldn't double source it. I couldn't find any other person that went along with this. I just knew the website was coming, which we're going to talk about later on in the stream. But the other reason as to why I did not go public with this information is because in 2019, I received several leaks about Super coming back. And then Super wound up not coming back for various different reasons. It got postponed, plans changed, the project changed. And we're going to talk more about that in the stream, about the future of the anime. Just, give me a bit. And when Super didn't come back, the amount of vitriol that went my way, the amount of people that were extremely rude to me, I have been batting 100 since I started doing YouTube. I broke a crap load of stories, and people were starting to see that I was a credible source for Dragon Ball news. So why would I make up a story? Why would I out of thin air invent that Super was coming back? Because I was desperate for views? No, my channel was doing fine in 2019. And the amount of bullshit that I dealt with from people saying that I lied and this and that, it got postponed. Plans changed. That's what happened. Plans changed. And I kept telling you guys, and some of you guys who were loyal to me, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I mean that. I kept telling you guys, I said, there's going to be more Dragon Ball animation coming. And I even started saying there's going to be a movie possibly coming first. in other videos. And here's the proof right here that people talk to me. I get shit like this all the time. And I chose not to report on it because had I reported on this a month ago, had it not been true, people would have said the same shit. And I don't deserve that. I do not deserve that from people. Because from day one, my goal on YouTube is to be as credible as possible. That's been my goal. I don't lie about anything when it comes to my channel. I've gotten things wrong, yes. If you want to say Geekdom got this wrong, absolutely. I've gotten things wrong in the past. I'm a human. But to say that I'm a liar would imply that I'm maliciously doing something or for greedy purposes, and that was not the case. It never was the case, and it never will be the case as long as I'm here on YouTube. I have never lied to my audience. I've never lied to you. Okay? And I never will. I've lied to cops. I've lied to my parents. I've lied to exes, but I've never lied to my audience. I'm not one of those guys. So I just want to tell you that and show you this. Now, there's more stuff to this email. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to go into it. We're going to talk about the movie. Here is the official Dragon Ball website. The official site. We've been talking about this for a year. I'm going to give y'all a timetable of events of what's been going on. I'm going to catch y'all up right now. So, right before Broly came out, and we're going to get to it here in a minute, with the hype train behind Broly, people were very excited about more Dragon Ball coming, including people who worked on Dragon Ball, right? And because of that, and by the way, those of you saying super chats, I'll get to them shortly. Just let me get to this story here. I'm going to talk about the movie and shit. So here's Toriyama's comments, which actually, we got to talk about this a little bit, guys. I have a lot of information for you, okay? So there was already talk of them doing another movie. There was talk that if Dragon Ball Super Broly was successful, they were going to make another movie, right? And that is literally what was revealed last night, which I'm going to get to shortly. In fact, I'll show you right now. Right here from the official Toei Animation page in Europe. In English, of course. It says, planning for the new film project was kicked off in 2018 before the release of Dragon Ball Super Broly, with the goal of telling a large-scale story that would build on the enthusiastic response for the previous theatrical series and the current global fervor for Broly. AKA the hype for Broly was so high that they chose to go ahead and make another movie, or at least plan another movie. Akira Toriyama himself has picked up his pen to deliver a fascinating story that fans desire. From the magnificent story composition to character design to the lines of the script, Toriyama has worked passionately with the greatest attention to detail and highest quality standards, creating a Dragon Ball movie unlike any other in history, and one that will surely be a blockbuster with fans. So, obviously, a lot of this is Japanese hyperbole. Every time there's a new game or movie, you always hear the same thing. It's going to be the greatest thing ever. It's the biggest deal. And that's fine because that's what they do. They hyperbolize things. Actually, guys, real quick, let me modify my screen because my face is a little bit low. Let me move it over. Okay, there we go. Anyways, so they hyperbolize things a lot, right? They always do that. But I do genuinely believe that this movie, that they're going to do their absolute best to top on Dragon Ball Super Broly. I do believe that's going to be the case. I'm not saying it's going to be better, but I'm saying they're going to try their best to top on it. Because there were so many things that were left on the cutting room floor from the Broly movie. There are so many things that they wanted to do that they couldn't do, and now they have time to do it. And there's more story. And I knew the minute that I found out that Broly did not die, the minute that I found out that Broly survived that movie, and that Frieza survived that movie, that we'd get more. Now, then we had the Moro arc and the Granolah arc, and you guys are probably wondering, well, where does this movie take place? I'm going to get to it. Just stand by. Be patient. We're going to be here. So, when Broly survived on Vampa, it's like, we haven't seen the end of Broly. Broly is so popular that Toriyama and Shueisha would be fools to not have Broly come back. Even though I don't think this film's going to be about Broly, I think Broly will be in this film. Now, I could be wrong on that. I think we'll see Broly and possibly Frieza in this film. Most likely. I can't guarantee it, but most likely. So, close that out. And close that out. We're going to get to Toriyama's comment here. And then I'm going to talk to y'all about where this movie's taking place. Because I know some of y'all are really wondering, where does the movie take place? And I have answers for you. So those of you who are just joining us right now, leave a like. If you're in this chat right now, leave a like. Let's get this stream going, because the whole Dragon Ball world needs to be here. And they're not. The whole Dragon Ball world needs to be here with me. And I'm very happy that y'all are here with me today. Trust me, I'm really happy about this. I'm going to read what Toriyama said, and then we're going to go to Herms' translation, because things are not as they seem, okay? And then I'm going to get to where this movie takes place. Toriyama Sensei writes, an all-new movie since Dragon Ball Super Broly is currently in the making. Just like the previous movie, I'm heavily leading the story and dialogue production for another amazing film, aka he's writing it. I really shouldn't talk too much about the plot yet, but be prepared for some extreme and entertaining bouts which may feature an unexpected character. That's a tease. I wonder who that could be. We'll talk about it, okay? Stay tuned. We'll be charting through some unexplored territory in terms of the visual aesthetics to give the audience an amazing ride, so I hope everybody will look forward to the new movie. Now, this translation scared a lot of people. Because there's people out there now who think that Dragon Ball Super 2022 is going to be all CGI. Oh, it's going to be CGI. And the reason for that's because the top brass at Toei Animation are working on other projects. We have World Trigger, we have Digimon, we have Sailor Moon Crystal, which I think is actually done. We have Dragon Quest Dai. And that makes sense. That does make sense that a lot of the major animators are working on other projects. But there's no guarantee that the film's going to be all CGI. If we get a Spider-Verse type of CGI, I would probably be okay with it. But I would probably assume that some of the movie's going to have some CGI elements, like with Broly, but probably not the entire film. Now, if we go over to Herms' translation, let's talk about to Herms, because Herms actually states that the Japanese message is slightly different compared to the English translation provided by the website. So Herms says, a slightly unexpected character will play a major role. See, that's different. So there's going to be a character unexpected that will play a major role. So it's probably not going to be Broly, Goku, or Vegeta, although they will play a major role. Whatever this character is, this mystery character, will be somebody else. And it says, the visuals are refreshed and have turned out amazing. Doesn't necessarily mean it'll be CGI. It just means the movie will have a refreshed look. Now, I know a lot of you guys are wondering, what about Shintani? What is up with Naohiro Shintani? I do believe Naohiro Shintani will be a part of this movie, but I'm not sure about Tatsuya Nagamine. Now, those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Naohiro Shintani is the designer for Dragon Ball Super Broly, the guy who pretty much came up with the animation for that film, and Tatsuya Nagamine is the director. Tatsuya Nagamine is way wrapped up in One Piece right now. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I doubt that he'll be the one directing this film. Also, some of you are probably wondering, what about Tadayoshi Yamamuro? Will Yamamuro direct this movie? I can tell you with high confidence the answer is no. Yamamuro is right now in charge of Dragon Ball Heroes, the promotional anime. Yamamuro will not be directing this film. Tadayoshi Yamamuro directed Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, the movie, and he worked on Super, the anime, but he will not be directing this new film. I don't know who's going to direct it. They may not have even figured that out by now, even though I think they have. And if you're wondering about the anime, we're going to get to it shortly. Just stand by. Make sure you leave a like. If you're in the stream right now, leave a like, okay? Leave a like. We're going to get to some speculation here in a minute. So anyways, the official Dragon Ball website, cool stuff on this website. it's in 5 different languages. They've got news. You're going to have your manga updates on this website. You're going to have your figures. They've already got a Super Saiyan 4 SH Figure Arts toy coming out. It even talks about Piccolo Day, which is also today. And then the Granolah arc. And actually, it's pretty cool here that in the website, this is actually a summary of the Granolah arc so far. So if you have not been keeping up with the manga, this right here will catch you up with everything going on without having to read the entire thing. So check out the website, dragon-ball-official.com. It's in 5 different languages. Check it out. And all the updates for the movie will be on this website, including teasers, teaser trailers, and also like images and interviews. That will all be there. Now, we're going to get some super chats, okay? I'm going to answer your questions right now. We have a lot of them. And then I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk more about where the movie takes place, because I know some of y'all are wondering about that, and I have an idea. Joe Z said, could Android 21 from Dragon Ball FighterZ be the new character? Possibly. I wouldn't put it against them. At one time, I used to say that it was impossible, right, for them to ever, like, retcon characters. But in Dragon Ball Super, we saw Evil Goku, Trunks, Frieza, and Broly eventually come back, and female Saiyans, and a female Broly. So literally anything can happen. French says, I love Goku. Will you never mind. I already read that guy. P.W. Gregory says, how long after the last announcement did that small clip of Goku bouncing his feet appear? The announcement was in December of 2017, and the Goku trailer would have been April, if I remember, April or May of 2018, so about 5 months. So we may get a teaser trailer in September, August, October, one of those times. Thank you for your donation. Alistair Alexander says, do you think they will retcon End of Z because Goku says it's been 5 years since he's seen everyone? No, that is incorrect. Goku never said that. Bulma said it's been 5 years since she's seen Goku. And it already has been slightly retconned. End of Z is still happening, but now that we know that Goku is going to tap into Ultra Instinct and Base, and that Oob has God Ki, the same events happen, they've been recontextualized. I did a whole video about this 2 weeks ago. The End of Z has been recontextualized thanks to UI Base and Oob. James Copen says, I want a Universe 6 movie or maybe a baby movie. I agree. I would love to see the Machine Mutants in a film. I would love to see the Universe 6 Saiyans. Planet Sadala should probably be a movie. I used to think it would be better as an arc, but now that I think more about it, Planet Sadala, especially after watching Heroes this morning, probably be better for a movie. Which, by the way, my Dragon Ball Heroes review will be going up tomorrow here on the channel. Also, if you're just joining us, leave a like. If you are new, if you're stopping by, spread out the word about the stream. We're going to get some stuff here in a minute. The next live stream, the next time you'll be able to see me live on YouTube will be Saturday, May 22nd, after the manga comes out. We'll be discussing that. So, Saturday afternoon, May 22nd, I will be here live. But before then, I have tons of videos coming out this week all about Dragon Ball and Super and all that good stuff. So, just letting you know. Uriel says, how would you feel if Bardock and Gine were in the new movie? I do not want Bardock and Gine to be in the new movie. They already were in the last movie. The story of Goku's parents has been told already to tie into Broly. I don't think they need to be in this movie. I think we need to go forward, not backwards. I want new people. I want new characters, or at least I want reboots of old characters like Cooler or something. Like, people keep talking about Cooler, and we'll talk about Cooler here in a minute. But, yeah, I don't want Bardock and Gine back. They already had their movie. Like, unless there's a really good story there. If they can come up with a good story, then there you go. Hit the like buttons, man. Hit the damn like buttons. Help Daddy out. It means a lot to me. Trust me. We're about to go on a hell of a ride for the next year and a half, yo. And I want you guys here with me. If you are new, hit the subscribe and make sure you enable notifications. If you are not being notified of my videos, YouTube's had busted notifications for years now. If you're not being notified, unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit the bell, all notifications. You have to hit all notifications. Anytime we have news, any news involving this movie, I will drop it as soon as I can. That's a promise. I promise you I will do that. Excuse me. This is a question for you. First, would you rather have a Universe 6 movie or would you have a look into the Angel laws? I want a Universe 6 movie. I think the Angel stuff should be for the TV show, which we'll talk about here in a minute. Saiyan Scholar says, Happy GT Goku Day. What about all Goku Day, bro? Use this to get some more Dr. Pepper Zero. I haven't tried it yet. Always been a big supporter of you. Even to this day, keep it up. Enjoy the stream. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that a lot. It's been a while. Nicarise Hunter says, a character you want to see return for the new film. All right. A lot of y'all have been wondering about this. Who do I want to see in this new movie? My favorite movie villain is Janemba. If they're going to reboot somebody, Janemba works. If they're going to have a new villain, I would like to see a villain that has ties to the demon realm. I want to see either an evil fallen angel, or I want to see somebody who's going to really test Goku, whether it be a Ma Kaioshin or somebody who's going to test Goku. Now, if you were to ask me, who are they going to retcon? Like reboot. Not retcon. I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. I apologize. Reboot. I think Cooler does make the most sense. At the end of Dragon Ball Super Broly, Frieza said that he has plans for Broly. And I think it would be a great idea if they figure out a way to reboot Cooler the same way they did Broly. Now, you're probably wondering, well, wait a minute. They're going to say Frieza has a long-lost brother? Not necessarily. Think about Cooler. How big is Cooler? Cooler's a big monster motherfucker, right? Big, especially in his last form, right? He's a big dude, right? Wouldn't it be cool, no pun intended, if in this Toriyama version of the story, instead of Cooler being Frieza's brother, if Cooler was actually a clone composed of Frieza and Broly cells? He takes Broly's DNA, he does some cellular work with Berry Blue, and puts his own DNA, and thus we have Cooler. So instead of Cooler being Frieza's brother, he's a clone of Frieza, but he's a big titanic monster. If you think that's a cool idea, type it in the comments, say yes. If you hate it, say no. Either way, I want to see what you guys say in the chat. And yes, slow mode is enabled because I was expecting a lot of people. I'm not going to be able to read your stuff. So if you like the idea of Cooler being a cloner, nah, let me know if that's a good idea. I think that's a unique idea right there that has not been done before. Then okay, thank you so much, thank you. It's a different idea. It's not his brother. It's not his brother. Because Cooler's big, right? And Broly's big. So then we have a real problem. And then in the movie, right? Think about this. In the movie, Frieza loses control of Cooler. And so they have to go get Broly and Goku and Vegeta to help out. That I would like to see. Because if Cooler's going to be made of Broly cells plus Frieza's sadistic nature, why not? Okay, I'm seeing yes. I appreciate that. No, yes, no. Very mixed opinion. I mean, if you don't like my idea, it's all right. I mean, it's whatever. I just came up with it, yesterday. It ain't like I put thought into it. But I don't like the idea of Cooler just popping up out of nowhere saying, hey, I'm your brother. Like, you gotta have a little bit more creativity, Swag Kage says, my uncle works at Japan. SS4 will be in it. Told me himself, mark my words. That'll sell some tickets, let me tell you. Thank you for being here, Swag Kage. It means a lot to me. Really. Vanki says, keep shining, homie. Do your thing. We'll get more. Thank you for your $100 super chat. We'll get more Universe 6 Saiyans. Do you think this movie is covering manga stuff or no? Hope to get a Digimon 2020 review when the season ends. I have not kept up with Digimon, so that's probably not going to happen. I do think we're going to get more Universe 6 Saiyans at some point, hopefully in the movie. And do you think the movie will cover the manga? Okay. Do you guys want me to talk about placement of this film? Do you want me to talk about placement of this movie? Where is this movie taking place? Because I'm telling you right now, there's only two. There is only two different time periods. No, wait, three. I'm sorry. There's only three different time periods this film's going to take place in. Three. I'm reading the chat right now, by the way, so I'm still with you. I'm just reading the chat. And thank you for your super chat donations. So, okay, check it out. This movie is not going to be the Moro arc. I'm telling you right now, mark my words. This movie will not be the Moro arc. The Moro arc has too much story, too many things happen. It's too much to fit into a film. This movie will not be the Granolah arc. Not likely. I'm not going to straight up say it's impossible, because that would be wrong. But it's not likely that it's going to end up being the Moro and Granolah arc. So where could this film take place? There's only three time periods where Dragon Ball Super 2022 will take place. Number one, it could be a standalone story that takes place after Dragon Ball Super Broly, but before the Moro arc. There is a time skip between Broly and Moro where they could fit one short adventure after Broly, and that could be the first place this film takes place in. So, and if you're wondering, well, what about the Moro arc? I'm going to explain. Give me a minute. I'm going to explain why I think that's possible. Secondly, it could take place after Granolah, because the Granolah arc will be running in the manga for the rest of the year. And it could be very possible that the Granolah arc is going to end right before this movie comes out, with the idea being that we're supposed to read the Granolah arc all the way until the movie comes out and then go see the movie. That's also possible. In which case, Granolah, should he survive, may end up being in the movie. So, that's possibility number two. Now, there's a couple of reasons as to why that may not happen. I'm going to get into it shortly, but I'm going to give you possibility number three. This could end up being either at End of Z or after End of Z, with Oob being the mystery character, and we actually finally see Oob in combat. One of those three. Now, the reason why I think the first two are more likely is because, let me explain why. Would it not make sense? Think about this. Let's look back at what happened with Dragon Ball Super the first time. First time, we got Battle of Gods in 2013, Dragon Ball Z Kami to Kami, Resurrection F in 2015, and then Super right after. Movie series. Here we have Dragon Ball Super Broly, movie 2022. Would it not make sense if, I have to be careful how I say this, would it not make sense if shortly after this film comes out, we then have the actual continuation of the anime, but that's when we get the Moro arc? See, if this movie takes place after Broly, before Moro, right, the timeline could be Dragon Ball Super Broly, then this movie, then the anime version of Moro, Granolah, and so on and so forth. I think that actually makes perfect sense. And I will tell you, and again, I have to be very careful what I say because people love to misconstrue what I say. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. I was told 2 years ago, 2019, that there's a possibility that the anime would come back after the next movie. In fact, I did a video about it, actually. Y'all probably don't remember because it was 2 years ago. I did do a video about this. And for a while, I wasn't sure because it was 2 years ago, and you really don't, like, it's 2 years ago, bro. Like, you really don't know. Plans change all the time. But it would make sense based on what Toriyama said. Remember Toriyama's comments about we were planning this even back then? Would it not make sense if Broly became a pay-per-view attraction type of character where we don't really see him in the anime that much, but we see him in the movies? That way the Broly fans can fork out that almighty cheddar cheese, are you following me? To go see Broly in the theater. You know what I mean? That way when we have Broly in the theater, we have the big explosion, the big power-ups, the screaming in the 16.2 surround sound movie theater. So I think if this film takes place after Broly before Moro, it could be this film, then the Moro arc anime, then Granolah anime, and whatever comes after. I don't know if that's actually what's going to happen, but you realize that if that is what happens, that would give Toyotaro an extra 2.5 years ahead of the anime. Listen to me. 2.5 years for Toyotaro to be ahead of the anime. And if they're going to do that, then they adapt the Moro arc, maybe make some changes, maybe put some filler in there because it's anime, they always do that, and then adapt Granolah and then move on from there. I think that makes sense. And I've talked about this before on previous streams. I was directly told that there will not be a Broly adaptation in Dragon Ball Super the anime. They're not going to retell the Broly story like they did with Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. But again, that was 2 years ago. They might change their minds on that. They might bring back Super the anime and then retell Broly and retell this movie and retell Granolah and Moro. The thing is, y'all, this is why I always say to not focus on canon. Who cares? The Japanese don't care about canon. You shouldn't either. Because all that matters is when you go into that movie theater, are you going to have a good time? It doesn't matter if this movie's canon or not. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. It could be a movie that where Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like Swag Kage says, shows up and it's a Heroes movie, but well animated. Who cares? If you're going to go in the movie theater and have a good time, have a good fucking time. Bring your popcorn, bring your fucking soda, bring your candy, your fucking nachos, bring your whole fucking friends and family, and just have a good time without thinking about if this matters or not. Because all that matters, y'all, is the memory of you going to see that movie. I went to go see Broly 3 times in the movie theater, yo. I saw it at the world premiere in LA. I saw it again with a few friends, and then I saw it by myself because I wanted to see it by myself. And each time I enjoyed it. I love that movie. I still love Dragon Ball Super Broly. Dragon Ball Super Broly was my favorite Dragon Ball product to come out of the Super Renaissance. It's my favorite, like, new, like, super thing. You know what I mean? So, that is the placement of this film. So, does it not make perfect sense if we see movie anime? You're hearing it here first. If that happens, you'll know who you heard it from first. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's confirmed. I'm not saying that. But if the movie takes place after Broly, before Granolah, before Moro, then we can have the Moro arc in the anime and we ride off into the sunset. So, let me get to y'all's questions, okay? We'll talk more about this here in a minute. So the future of Dragon Ball Super the anime could very well be after the movie. Or Dragon Ball Super could end up just being movies from now on. I don't think so, but it's possible. The reason why I don't think so is because the Moro arc is way too long. And let me talk to y'all about this, okay? Sit down for this, okay? Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen. And thank you, by the way. Like, when it comes to Moro, Mirrors, Pybara, Granolah, the Heaters. I want you to think about this for a minute. Why haven't we seen those characters in Fighters, in Legends, in Dokkan? Those of you who play the mobile games, you know that Dokkan has every character. You got Heroes characters, you got 100 different Gokus, 100 different Vegetas, Broly, everything. Everything's in Dokkan. Why is it that Moro, now that the Moro arc is over, where's Moro at? Why isn't he in Dokkan? Why is it Moro in Dokkan? Where's Mirrors? They should be cards, right? They should be Dokkan cards, right? Could it be that they're waiting for the anime to come back to get a full new design for these characters and then they drop them into the card game? I'm just saying, it's kind of weird. Because listen, I told y'all this on previous streams. I'm going to tell you again. I was told they were planning a major international expansion of Dragon Ball. It's coming to fruition now. It's happening before our very eyes, folks. That's what this website is. Resurrection F. When Resurrection F came out in 2015, Akio Ioku, Tadayoshi Yamamuro, and Masako Nozawa were in LA for the premiere. And there was word around the campfire that they were shocked as to how popular Dragon Ball was outside of Japan. Believe it or not, they didn't know. Believe it or not, they didn't know. Right? And then when Broly came out, it broke records for Dragon Ball. Right? So, again, Dragon Ball ending, there were people that were saying, oh, bro, for 2 fucking years, I had to hear motherfuckers saying, I think Dragon Ball's done. It's going to be manga from now on. Now look at you. Look at you now. Dragon Ball is too popular to end like this. It makes too much money. There's been no Dragon Ball for 2 years on television, and yet the numbers for the merchandise stay high. So the international expansion began with Resurrection F, and then we got Broly, we got the Heroes game on Switch, we got the Dragon Ball room, we got the, remember the Dragon Ball exhibit that was all over the country? You guys have to remember that this franchise is not going to die anytime soon. It makes too much money. So we took a break and now we're back. Now we're back again. Guess who's back? Back again. Goku's back. Tell your friends. Let me get to my next super chats here. Mr. Melee, I kind of answered that. He says, I know super early, but in your opinion, do you think the movie will be canon or just a standalone film since they said it's unexpected character? Again, don't worry about canon. It's written by Toriyama. Toriyama's involved in this movie. If that's what makes it canon to you, then there you go. But I think it will be part of the Dragon Ball Super continuity. And earlier I talked about this, how it's going to take place after Broly, before Moro, or after Granolah. Or after that. That's what we're going to get, folks. So get ready. Justin Westerman says, I hope you're doing good, man. Do you think movie or older characters will be in this movie? Cell, Cooler, take care of yourself and others. I heard a rumor about Cell, but I don't believe it. Listen to me now. I heard a rumor about Cell, but I don't believe it. So if it is Cell, that means the rumor was right. If it's not Cell, then it's probably bullshit, and it's probably bullshit. I don't think it's real. Any fun ideas on surprise characters in the film? I talked to Oppai Senpai about this. We might do a whole video on it. He thinks that Yamoshi may make a cameo here. That we're going to go and have a flashback. And we're going to tell the Yamoshi story like what we did with Broly. Cybernetic hype, man. Come on, I'm your friend. Get out of here, bro. I see what you wrote. I see what you wrote, bro. I'm seeing it. I'm reading the chat, y'all. It's just that there's too much. I can't read everyone's chat because there's too many of them. But, Yeah, that's what I think. I think it would be great if we saw Yamoshi. I want the Universe 6 Saiyans to get their own movie. I would like that. I want Sadalo to be this movie. Prided Wife says Moro picks up exactly where Broly ended. No, that is incorrect. You are wrong about that. Moro takes place after Broly, but not right after Broly. They didn't say it was immediately when they got home from fucking the fight in the Arctic. That is not correct, my friend. I have to scroll up and read. Hold on, guys. Guys, I apologize. I have to scroll up because I'm getting a lot of super chats and I've missed a couple of them. So if I miss your super chat, just be patient with me because there's a lot, all right? So please, all right, Godzilla Lover says, I'm super hyped for the movie. Can't wait to see who the villain will be. Me neither. I hope it is cooler. I actually hope it is cooler. I want it to be cooler. Unexpected characters. I'd love to see a return of Cell, Resurrection C from Joshua. Thank you. Evil Tarble from Medular. You know what? I do want to see Tarble come back, though. Bring Tarble back. Hashtag dicks out for Tarble. Dicks out for Tarble, bro. Hashtag that shit for me. Don't put it in the chat, though, because it might get filtered out. Cell returns somehow. Cell kills Videl in revenge against Gohan. Oh! That would be awesome. Gohan's rage returns. Gohan gets new transformation. Can you imagine if Cell came back to kill Videl? You know what? It's weird, but it's also wacky. I like the idea. I'm not against that idea, bro. Josh from Den of Nerds. Are they finally going to start making consistent Dragon Ball content like Marvel does? This is the beginning of that. I hope so, bro. It's not going to be like Marvel because Marvel knows how to milk us. Marvel knows how to milk us better than Toei, but I hope so. I hope we get more Dragon Ball stuff. This story, and I don't want Goku stuff only, even though it is Goku Day. Happy Goku Day, by the way. I see you. Happy Goku Day. Even though it is Goku's the main character, I want more than just Goku. I want stuff for other characters to do. I want Piccolo to do something. I want Gohan to do something. I want the kids to do something. Give us more. Dicks out for Tarble. DO4T, yes. All right. I would whip my dick out now, but I don't think you guys have microscopes in who are watching this right now to be able to see it, so it's very small. C Tactics says, selfishly, I'd love to see what they do with BoJack again. Also, thank you, Geekdom, for all you do. You're a true inspiration. Thank you so much for your kind words. BoJack could work if they rewrite him, but I feel like the Heaters are close enough to BoJack's gang. People have compared them to BoJack, and I think that's a fair comparison. I think it's fair. I think it's fair. By the way, I don't know if I ever showed y'all my Frieza here. Let me show y'all my Frieza. I don't know if I ever showed y'all my Frieza here. I love this little Frieza, bro. Look at him. He's just sitting there thinking, bro. He's plotting, bro. He's plotting. Hello, monkeys. He's fucking plotting, bro. Hello. Oh, yes. Dicks. This is my terrible Frieza impression. My Chris Ayres Frieza. Dicks out for Tarble. Yes. I would love Tarble to bend me over. No, I'm not going to go there, bro. But you know what's even more badass? Let me show you something more. I have it right here on my desk. One of my favorite Toriyama designs of all time. One of my favorite. I bought this in Japan. I want to show it to y'all. The Dragon Lord, the final boss from Dragon Quest 1. This is one of my all-time favorite dragons Toriyama's ever drawn, and you know he draws them good. Sorry about that. Look at this, bro. Look at the beauty. Look at his tail, the wings. Look at his face. One of my yes, this is Icarus if he gets pissed off. He becomes this, all right? This is Haya Dragon if he gets pissed off when he grows up. This is Haya Dragon grown up, the Dragon Lord right here, bro. Anyways, I wanted to show that to y'all because I find that cool. I'm going to get back to Super Chats here in a minute, okay? By the way, I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Spread out the word about the stream. If you're new, subscribe. Hit the like button, man. Let's get this video out. Let's get trending, bro. We're talking about the movie. Do you think the next film, we see Broly and Chi-Lai, they would have a kid? I'm sure they've been romantic together. Absolutely. Here's the reality, folks. let me keep it real with y'all. Chi-Lai is Broly's first piece of pussy. Broly's like a 43-year-old virgin or whatever. And he's never been laid before. And so Chi-Lai comes along, and you saw how Nagamine loved to show nice big shots of that big old booty and her big titties when she snapped her bra in the movie. Can you imagine Broly, the Titanic terror himself, getting his first piece of ass, bro? Dicks out for Chi-Lai, bro. Literally in his case. Literally in his case, bro. Broly is on planet Vampa, bro. Lemo's like outside the capsule house, like, when am I gonna get to go back in? Meanwhile, Broly's just pounding it, bro. Boom! First time ever, bro. You know I'm right about that. And what a girl to lose it to. A green alien chick, bro. And again, he's also an alien. Just thought Oob would be a major role in the movie. Maybe. Donnie Baker says, I think the surprise character will be Gohan coming back for some shine. Keep up the awesome content. Well, Toriyama yesterday, let me show you all my Twitter here. I texted Toriyama. I sent him a text message. Maybe I didn't post that message yet. Oh, yeah, right there. So I text Toriyama and I'm like, dude, please tell me who is the unexpected character who will feature in this movie. Gohan. And I'm like, I gave him a face, bro. And he's like, laughs. So maybe Gohan, maybe it's going to be Resurrection G, as in Gohan matters again. I don't know. Mr. Negative says, do you think the new unexpected character could be Piccolo, and it could do a Zalama tie-in with the Universe 6 Namekians? Okay. Yes. Okay. I want Zalama. I want Sadala. I want more stuff with the angels. And I want Zalama. And for those who don't know, Zalama is the creator of the Super Dragon Balls. They fucked up in the dub, and they said that it was the name of the dragon, but the dragon's called Super Shenlong. The Zalama is the name of the guy who created the Super Dragon Balls, and he mysteriously vanished many years ago. We haven't heard anything about this character. So Zalama and Yamoshi are like two big mysteries of the past that Toriyama came up with that have not yet been expounded upon, that I certainly hope they are. Okay. By the way, folks, I want to tell y'all something. Because of this movie, once we get a release date on this film, I'm going to begin a major project right here on this channel. I'm going to be doing videos that have never been done before. No one on YouTube has done them, and they won't do them as good as me when it comes to this topic in particular. And I will share that with you guys once we have a date on this film. I want to reiterate, for those of you who are new, this movie is going to be coming out the summer of next year or the winter. So expect it either May, August, November, December. One of those 4 months. Highly unlikely it'll be any other time. Unless something happens with the pandemic, and you never know, guys, because with the virus and everything, things change all the time. Like I told y'all in a video I did a couple years ago, Dragon Ball Super, when it was supposed to come back, like now they're doing a movie and then the anime maybe later. But like with Digimon was supposed to be an anime, and then it became a movie, and then it's an anime now. So they tend to change their mind on things. You know? It happens. Let's bring Oob into the movie as a teenager. If you're going to have teenage Oob, it would have to be an after the end of Z film. Like, you know, going down that GT timeline. What if they retcon Cooler to be Frieza's long-lost mother instead of brother? I don't like that idea, bro. Plus, it's been pretty much stated that King Cold and Frieza's race are asexual. So, Joe Z says, could Frost be incorporated into the Cooler story? Yes. Frost could totally be in the Cooler story. All right, y'all. Let me give y'all another scenario. So some of y'all did not like the Clone Saga, right? What about this one, okay? Leave your comments in the chat right now. What about this one? What if King Cold, many years ago, Cooler was born before Frieza, and King Cold banished Cooler to Universe 6. Banished him from Universe 7 because he was too dangerous. And Frieza's entire life, he had no idea he had a brother. And then somehow, in this movie, When they go to Sadala, they awaken Cooler. And that's how they bring him into the story. He's still Frieza's brother, but King Cold banished him. The same thing with Broly. Same story with Broly. And Frieza's like, what? I have a brother? And he's been in Universe 6 the whole time. Is that a better idea? Say yes or no in the chat. Like, do you think it's a better idea? I just want to know. Hit the damn like buttons, man. Come on. I want to get this into 3,000 likes. Idea's better than the clone one. I mean, I'm just coming up with ideas. If you guys think my ideas suck, I'm not going to get mad. I'm coming up with ideas right now, like, off the dome. You know what I mean? I'm not even, like, overthinking it. I'm just coming up with ideas. Okay, people are saying like that idea more. Yeah. I mean, it's the same story as Broly. It's just with Cooler. So then Frost finds him. And Frost thinks that, oh, is he related to me? No. That could work. You got to understand, guys. Let's pretend that you and I. So there's 3,000 people in this call right now. So I'm going to talk to y'all. Let's pretend that we took 15 of you guys. Let's say we took 15 of you guys right now in the chat that are watching this stream. And we got together and just came and sat down in a room with Toriyama and came up with the plot for this movie. If we agree, we could make a pretty good little movie. And let's keep it real. Like, we talk to Toriyama Sensei, get his thoughts on lore. Then we write the movie. And then we pitch it to Toei, and then Toei will say yay or nay. And they're probably going to say yay because it's Toriyama, and they love his ass over there. So, I'm just saying, it could work. It's not like I think that my ideas are amazing, but I know that if we work together, we can come up with an idea, I'm talking about me and you guys. We can come up with something, By the way, y'all, how about the fact that next year we're getting Dragon Ball, Sonic, and Spider-Verse 2? We're getting Dragon Ball, Sonic, and Spider-Verse 2. Nerds are eating good in 2022, dog. We're eating good in 2022. Sonic, Dragon Ball, and fucking Spider-Verse. It's going to be a good year. Clone Broly sucked. Have it just be another one of their race showing up sick to prove they're stronger than Frieza. Well, D, thanks, man. JD says, I'm worried about them doing something higher than UI. For me, I would love to incorporate the Buddha as the alien race or Sun Wukong. I agree with that. Oh! I didn't even tell you about my idea, bro. I didn't even tell you about my idea. I have another idea, but you'll like this one. You'll like this idea. So, we did not see Ultra Instinct in Dragon Ball Super Broly. Except for that one little teaser. We have not seen Ultra Instinct on the big screen yet. Only in manga, only in the series. I think Dragon Ball Super 2022 needs to have fucking Ultra Instinct. I want motherfucking Ultra Instinct in the theater, silver-haired and all. If you agree with me, type UI is my daddy. Okay, no, that's too long. Just type UI 2022. And here's how I want it to go. I want them to get Sumitomo. I want Sumitomo to get the Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm about to fucking tell you. Listen to me. Cats and kittens. The Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra. And we see UI in the movie theater. And when we see UI, we take the UI violins. Dun, 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 dun. You know that theme? But we have an entire orchestra record like a remix of it. and we're sitting there in the motherfucking movie theater, right? And Goku's like knocked out or some shit. You know, he's in the ground, you know, fucking maybe, you know, all fucked up. And then from the fucking speakers, bro. From the speakers, bro. All the speakers, right? Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Just, I want you to picture it. I want you to sit down right now and picture it. Like, try to sit in the movie theater and picture it. Boom, boom, boom. The big drums, the big instruments. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Tell me that wouldn't be like an orgasmic experience, bro. I will empty out both my nuts. Both testicles would, bro, my balls would look like dried up prunes if they did something like this, man. And you know it'd be cool with the bass of the drums in the movie theater. Bum, 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 bum. You know, like that. Dude, that'd be great, bro. Anyways, let me get back to your questions here. DJ Pokin, Smash Bros 94, bringing Cooler back. Heck yeah, I take my money and yes, keep the mic, your idea. Thank you. BBB says, you know they tried cloning Broly once, called Bio Broly. No, it's not a clone of Broly. It's a clone made up of Broly and Frieza's DNA. Both of them. Do you think the movie will be involving Yamoshi? I talked about that a few minutes ago. Possibly. How about Cooler as an alternate universe version of Frieza from one of the universes that we don't see or hear much about in Super or the manga? That's what Frost was, but, I mean, we'll see. Hang on a minute, bro. Some of y'all are putting some nice shit in there. I appreciate the kind words, by the way. I really appreciate it. Like, seriously. If your comment's getting filtered out, yo, I don't have that many mods. I have a few mods here, but, you know, it's all good. Give me a second, though. Mr. Melee says, I think it would be better if Cooler was someone from Frieza's race, not brother, who's always looked down on Frieza. We get backstory, lore of Frieza. Yeah, I do want more backstory about Frieza's race. That I've talked about that for years. Brandon Gross says, you could come up with a story on how Cooler has been pulling the strings behind the scenes and his father kept a huge secret even Frieza himself didn't know about. It makes more sense. The Empire's bigger. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that would be great. That would be great if Cooler was in charge somewhere else, in a different universe, something like that. Thank you, Brandon Allen. He writes, thanks for consistently uploading content, keeping the community alive and growing, teaching some stuff about DBZ I never knew. If you like videos that explain stuff you didn't know, let me tell y'all something. I got Super Saiyan Blue Explained coming up, and I have a new version of Beerus Explained coming out, and that new series I teased earlier, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I might not be the best Dragon Ball YouTuber. I'm certainly the best looking. That's for sure. Unquestionably, I'm the most handsome Dragon Ball YouTuber. But I do want to be the best Dragon Ball explainer. I'll take that. I might not be your favorite. You might have someone else who's your favorite. And if I am your favorite, I thank you. You might like Carthu, or Unreal, or Expert Games, or whoever. C-Reacts. There's a lot of us here. But I want to be the best explainer. I'll take that. I'll take that title, you know? That's good enough for me. So, more art pics. Oh, I already read that from Pride. When's the OnlyFans account dropping? Thank you so much, Victor. Vidal Blind Reader says, thank you very much for being extremely descriptive in your content. I really appreciate it as a blind person. I God bless you, first of all, and thank you for listening. I didn't know that you watched that. I appreciate it. By the way, y'all, just letting you know, I have to zip through these. We have literally, bro, there's hundreds of not hundreds, but there's a lot. There's a lot of super chats, okay? So be patient. Please be patient with me for 1 second, all right? People need to realize expansions like this take years. Thank you for everything you've done for us, Geekdom, Canon 2022 and beyond. Yes, the Dragon Ball expansion has been planned for years. Thank you, Jelly Bean. It's about fucking time, isn't it? It's about time these fucking people understood what Dragon Ball can do for them and for us. I feel like they drag their feet with DBS too much. I agree with you, EA. I think it's about time they shape it up. Dragon Ball and Pokemon are way too successful to ever fail. Right. It's very difficult for Pokemon to ever fail, too. There's a Goku Day, Dragon Ball's going nowhere. Yeah, well, that's going to be going on no matter what. Thank you, Bakari. Artex says, Happy Goku Day. I have an idea how Cooler can be Frieza's brother, King Cold. Frieza's Cooler because he becomes too powerful and able to control. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. He banishes him to Universe 6. So we had the same idea there. JFX says, Garlic Jr. I don't know about that. Thank you, Chris LaFlame, for your kind words. Mr. Dutch says, Cooler would be awesome. Brothers of Destruction and Broly versus Goku and Vegeta. I don't think Broly's going to fight Goku again like that, but I could see Frieza. How about this? How about this one? Frieza and Cooler against Goku and Vegeta. Or Frieza, Cooler, and Frost versus Goku, Vegeta, and Broly. Six-man tag team match. Goku, Vegeta, and Broly against Frieza, Frost, and Cooler. I'd be down for that. I would be down for that fight. Six-man fucking... When have we ever seen a true six-man battle? Saiyans against Frieza's race. 3-on-3. Like fucking Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors 2. Remember that game? Yeah. DJ Pokin Smash Bro says, Geekdom 101, I do love the idea of Cooler coming back and Broly Frieza getting involved. Also, you're right, Dragon Ball will never die at all. What about PyCon? I don't think there's any plans for him, but you never know. I mean, again, excuse me, you never know. If I miss your super chat, I apologize. There's way too many fucking... I have too many of them, yo. I'm trying to do the best that I can. Any chance we can get Zalama Geekdom? I mentioned that earlier. Your questions are kind of late. I did talk about it. Goat says, Daddy Geekdom, when Granolah wished to be the strongest mortal, what if there's a mortal out there that's stronger than Goku, and that's how Granolah beats those two? Maybe. I don't think so. But that would be a nice twist. That would actually be a pretty clever twist if they did that. Hang on a minute, bro. I got to get my water here. Stay hydrated, folks. Drink your water, okay? I want to see the idea you had with Janemba. Well, the villain should be fucking Jiznak the Gusher, is who it should be, bro. And then Testor the Ballmaster. And then Vegeta's sister, Vegeta, who can only go Super Saiyan God once a month. Don't forget that idea. Kevin says there's so many strong characters out there that they could use for this movie. Jiren, Broly, Kefla, Frieza, and the gods, of course, Beerus vs. Goku. Oh, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, where the fuck is Jiren? Why can't Jiren be in the movie? Why is Jiren not getting love that he deserves? Where is my Jiren appearance? Where is Jiren wanting his rematch with Goku? Where's that at? Give me a Jiren movie. Also, if you're a fan of Jiren, I have a very special t-shirt coming out later this month that I think you'll enjoy. If you are a fan of Jiren, you'll enjoy that shirt. Buy it. I'm going to put it on sale cheap too. So get that shirt, yo. Mario Hernandez, do you like the Granolah arc? Do you think the Granolah arc was written to do the pandemic and the movie had to be delayed, or was it planned all along with it? The movie was planned 3 years ago, but the pandemic delayed probably when it was supposed to be, when it was supposed to start. Carthus, check your DMs. On the air? Oh! Shit. Okay, Carthu, I'm sorry. You're probably live right. Oh, my bad. I'll talk to you after I get done. I believe it's gonna be Janemba as the main villain in the movie. It's gonna bring a character back to life with a reunion with Nappa and Raditz. I don't think we're gonna see Nappa and Raditz in this movie, dude. I don't think. I think we already saw him in Broly. I don't think they're coming back in this movie. Toast Boy says, what if they did a Universe 6 movie with a Golden Frost or Diamond, Platinum, etc.? Yeah, bro, Diamond, Platinum, and Emerald, bro. Just do the fucking, what they did with Pokemon. Edward Hodge, thank you for your donation. Cooler should be Frost Brother. That way we get a U6 and they bring Broly. Yeah, they could do that. Saucy says, I hope the movie give us more of the same background. Maybe Kid King Vegeta or Kid Bardock or Yamoshi. That would be going way back, bro. Like, I like your idea, but the problem is, how would that relate to Goku? See, here's the issue with Dragon Ball is that Japan is worried about doing a movie without Goku being the main character. I think they're very terrified of that. And every Dragon movie that comes out has to relate to Goku somehow. Which is why I think that having a Jiren movie, I think they could do it, but they're probably scared to do it. But I think they could do it. A Pride Troopers, like Avengers type of film. I would go see that in a heartbeat. Dragon Ball Super, the Pride Troopers you assemble. I would go see that shit in a heartbeat. So would probably every single person in this call right now, or in this chat. But they're probably scared because they want Goku to be involved. Unless Goku becomes a Pride Trooper. I would like to see it. Even if it's only for one arc. Omega Boss King says, Geekdom, I'm very confused about this. People are saying the anime that Goku Black's version of Super Saiyan Rose is regular Super Saiyan form. If I never knew that till today. No, have a video coming out about that. Rose is not a regular Super Saiyan form. It's Goku Black's polluted Super Saiyan form. Like it's exclusively his. Like a polluted version of Blue. I have a whole video coming out about that later this summer. Here's how it's going to go down. So I'm going to be doing transformation guides. I'm doing Saiyan Beyond God, Super Saiyan Blue, Rose, and then full Power Blue, which is a separate form. Mastered Blue, it's a separate form. So we'll be doing all that this summer. So that's the videos coming out this summer. So expect them for a while here. Like, it's not going to be right away. They're going to be spread out throughout the summer, you know. But Saiyan Beyond God's probably going to be this week. So look forward to that. Jacob Hester says, sorry if you've already mentioned, when can I expect to be posted? When can I expect this to be posted the video? I'm at work and I missed time. Probably about an hour or two, probably about an hour or less after the stream ends. Dick's out for Tarble. Yes, thank you, Kevin. Monkey J. Luffy, how would you feel about Cooler actually being an anti-hero instead of a completely evil? Love that idea. I love the fact that Cooler is awesome like that. Oh, by the way, I gotta show y'all something. Let me wait till later. I'm gonna show y'all something later on this stream. Stay tuned. I'm gonna show y'all something later on in this stream. Okay, just be patient with me. Be patient with me. I want to get through these calls or these questions. What if Janemba's second form is a fusion of Cell and Boo? Don't think that's gonna be the case. I want Turles. Well, he was on Heroes, so you got that. You got him there. Cockhead says, yo, what's good, Big D? Honestly, I think Oob is the character that will show up. Makes sense, the story and progression of the series. If he does, it'll be after the end of Z, which will be very exciting. That will make me a happy boy, let me tell you. Ray Riddle says, how would Champa have overlooked Cooler in his universe during the U6, U7, or the Universe Survival arc? Because he might not. We know that Champa doesn't pay attention. And Vados does all the work. Maybe Cooler was asleep. Maybe he was in hiding. Maybe he was hiding his power. Like, there's a lot of different reasons, bro. A lot of different reasons. How come Universe 7 overlooked Broly? Why didn't Beerus? And when we say, oh, what about, we have another saying? Like, you know, they can explain things haphazardly. You know what I mean? They don't have to, like, you make a good point, but it's Dragon Ball, you know? There's always some reason. Anon says good stuff as usual, especially with the info. Coast Boy says, if King Cole banished goes in our universe, wouldn't he need help from Beerus and Whis to do so? Not necessarily if he has a way to do it, if he knows how to do it. JFX88, I would rather see Vegeta go to God Destruction mode like Topo in the movie with new GOD theme for him. That would be a cool moment as well for all the fans, for Vegeta fans. I would agree with that. By the way, y'all, I have a lot of super chats, so please be patient with me. I'm trying to catch up. They'll need UI Goku on the big screen. Take the budget, increase Kermit. Maybe. I think so. Swaggy Boost. First of all, love the channel and content you put out. Second of all, if you were the co-writer of this new movie, what would the story be? Jiznak the Gusher, bro. I already told you what I would do. I'd do the cooler cloning thing. Nobody liked that. Some people liked that idea. King Cole banished Cooler to the demon realm. Cooler absorbs demon power and now rivals the gods and finally breaks out. That's not a bad idea. That's from Mitchell Rodriguez. That's not a bad idea, bro. Not a bad idea at all. What if they make Cooler one of Frieza's rivals and they have a relationship like Goku and Vegeta? I like that idea as well. If that's from Gabe Lewis, that's a good idea, bro. Very good idea. Hunter Cole, do you think DB will capitalize on their own version of Kong versus Godzilla, legendary SSJ versus Alama? I don't know about that, but I always wanted to see a Grade 8 versus Grade 8 fight. So I hope we get that someday. True SSJ Havoc says, sorry, but I'm the one who doesn't understand one of their Z movie return. Everyone's yelling Cooler, but just no. I do want something new. I do want something new. If I have to pick between something new and Cooler, I'll go with something new. But I think Cooler, a lot of fans want Cooler, bro. And I don't know if Toriyama has access to these fans or knows about it, or if if Shueisha told him, but it is a popular character. What about the 6 universes from Xenoid, the Xenoid race? Another plot point that needs to be addressed in the future. Hopefully it will be. They might not have come back, or they might have. But I thought they would have already addressed it by now. Squatter Spore 18. What if the character in the movie is Launch from OG Dragon Ball? I'd be okay with that. Jocelyn says, what about Vegeta's brother in the new movie? I mentioned that earlier in the stream, so rewind the stream. Do you think they will go to top 4 universes route? I don't know about in this movie, but someday I hope so. What's your take on the rumors that the movie will be CGI? That's bullshit. There's literally nothing to it. People are misconstruing what Toriyama said. There is no evidence that this film will be CGI. I mentioned that earlier in the stream. There will be some CGI in it. It might be CGI, but it's not a rumor. It's just fans speculating. You know what I mean? It's just fans guessing because of the new aesthetic. I don't think it means CGI. It could be. I'm not saying it's not CGI, but it's not a rumor. It's just people talking, speculation. Sean, I think Beerus is a lot. Oh, speaking of which, guys, Sean Schemmel is probably going to be streaming on Twitch today over on his Twitch channel. So if after we get done here, I don't know what time he's going to do it, but sometime today he will be streaming, most likely, not a guarantee. So you can check him out. I'm sorry. So Sean says, I think Beerus is a lot stronger than what people think. He didn't hesitate to fight Moro, plus he dog-walked Vegeta training. That's right. At some point, I think he'll actually fight someone in the new manga. Okay, yes, but I want Beerus to fight in Dragon Ball Super 2022. I want Beerus to finally fight in that movie. If they show a trailer, and in that trailer, it's Beerus and some other guy punching each other for like 30, let's say 5 seconds, the entire community will explode. I would like to see Beerus fight again. We haven't seen him fight in a very long time. I mean, we saw him train, but besides that. Cell impregnates Videl for revenge. Roll Tide. Uriel Gaines, how would you feel if they made Cooler into a movie tragic villain? I'd be fine with it as long as it's written well. Broly was like that. Redman 113, can we get the series back? Is it coming? I already mentioned that earlier, bro. We gotta rewind the stream. Do you think Shintani's coming back? Yes. Should Cell come back in the future? I don't want them to keep bringing back characters, but it would depend on how they write them. Hargalt says, I would like a Janemba X Cooler villain being some kind of sealed demon king from hell. He could be the first kind of Frieza's race, explaining why that race is evil. That's a good idea. So he's basically saying if Cooler does get rebooted, he's like a demonic version of Frieza's race that existed like eons ago, not Frieza's brother. And in this version, he has demonic powers and explains why Frieza's race is evil. If you agree with me on that, leave a comment. Even though not every member of Frieza's race is actually inherently evil, they never said that. So just letting you know that's not necessarily going to be the case. By the way, y'all, I may bring some special guests onto the stream. Give me a second, y'all. I do want to show you something, though. Give me a minute, though. I'm looking for something. I don't know where the fuck I put it. So, in my Discord server, which you can access if you... You can access my Discord server if you sign up for a membership and go to Tier 2 and then go to the Community tab. And you can join us. And when you join us, stand by. When you join us, you can actually be on streams with me. Put my headphones on, yo. That's right, headphones over the hat. Or should it be hat over the headphones? How do y'all prefer it? Like... No, wait, no. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, if you sign up for the Discord server, you can get access to me. But the most important thing is, and this is what I want to share with you guys, if you join the Discord server by signing up for Tier 2 memberships, you can access watching Dragon Ball with me. We watch Dragon Ball together, among other things too, like wrestling, MMA, sports, movies. But you'll get to watch Dragon Ball with me. And watching Dragon Ball with me is a very special experience because you will have access to things that are not public. You will have access to versions of Dragon Ball that you cannot buy from Funimation. That's a promise. And you'll get tidbits that you can't get on videos that can't do tidbits because of copyrights. But I want to show y'all something right now. I didn't show you guys this before. And I'm going to show you now. I can't show too much of this because of copyright. But I've shown it on the last stream. I'm going to show y'all on this stream. The Toei remaster of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, where they're going to go back and remaster the entire series. It's being done. And the 2 TV specials, Bardock and Trunks, are ready. And I want to show y'all a little bit from this special. You have never seen Dragon Ball ever look this good. This is 16mm film, the original Trunks special. Take a look at this image quality. I don't care what you have. Funimation's Blu-ray, Funimation's DVD. You will not find this anywhere else. Legally. Because it's not out. This is the Toei remaster of the history of Trunks. Just take a look at this. Take a look at the... I'm just showing y'all the image quality. Look at that. Look how that looks. This is how Dragon Ball should be. This is how we should all watch Dragon Ball. This is how it needs to be put out. So that when we go back and watch it from start to finish again, Dragon Ball and then Z, we can enjoy it the way it was meant to be seen. Look at the detail here. Look at... I'm going to hit play on this clip right here, just so you guys see it. Just for a split second. Actually, wait. Hold on. Alright, look at this. Look at that. Can you imagine watching Dragon Ball Z like this? The whole series? It makes you want to watch it again. 291 episodes. 153 for Dragon Ball. It needs to look just like this. And we watch these in the Geekdom 101 Discord. If that doesn't make you want to come in, I don't know what will. Except maybe this right here. Because we're going to bring in some guests to talk about this movie. So, here we go. Symbioid, you're live, bro. Symbioid, come on, man, you're live. Wait, hold on. Wait, am I plugged in?
Hello?
There you are. All right, can you
Oh
hear
shit,
me?
my bad, bro. What's up?
You're live right now on the stream.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
Yo, what's going on,
What's
everybody? This fucking guy. You're live right
up,
now.
man?
Live from the Geekdom 101 Discord. So, what are your thoughts on Dragon Ball Super 2022?
Man, I honestly just hope that, Shintani comes back because he was the best part of, Dragon Ball Super Broly. His animation was fire. I think it's the biggest highlight of that film versus, like the story. The story wasn't all that great, pretty typical for a Dragon Ball film, but I guess in predictions, I'm just hoping that it's not a retread or another, Koyama character becoming canon thanks to Toriyama. I just hope it's something more, something brand new, something more interesting. Because I know everybody wants to see cooler, but I feel like if they continue to just bring back characters that we've already seen before, and in the non-canon films, I just feel like that gets a little boring.
It depends on how they write them, really. Real quick super chat. Somebody asked me, Ty says, would you like to see more of Kefla or a new fusion? I would like to see more of Kefla. I was going to say, actually, I want to see the Broly Goku fusion. Karoli, I would like to see that in one of these movies, yo. It's probably not going to happen. But
Karoli versus Kefla.
No, Karoli versus Cooler or Frieza or whatever. Or I don't know, some new villain. Why are y'all telling me to call Karthu? Okay, how do I call Karthu though? Hold on. Okay? Tell Karthu. These fucking people, bro. Hold on, y'all. They want me to call you. Hold on a minute, bro. All right, I'm gonna try and get Karthu on. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, Symbiote. So, I was gonna say, hold on. I'm gonna bring Karthu in right now in just a moment, Symbiote. But do you have any other thoughts on any of this? I mean, on the movie.
Honestly, I just hope, in terms of writing, that Toriyama has a better story than, the Broly one. I just hope that his writing this time, he's taking it a little bit more serious. I hope that, whatever the story is, that I just hope that it isn't between Moro and Broly. I hope it's after Granolah. It'd be kind of cool if Toriyama had this great idea for a villain that would not only have to utilize Broly, Granolah, Frieza, hell, maybe even elect in this gang, considering the outcome and what happens, in this new saga right now. To see that the window for the film is 2022, that gives it a lot of time for the Granolah saga to be, expanded and fleshed out.
Plenty of time.
And, with that wish, Granolah having 3 years to live, I could definitely see him being a key player in the next movie. What I also want to see is Ultra Instinct in Shintani animation. That's something I'm looking very forward to if Shintani does come back. I'm also excited to see Vegeta use his new God of Destruction abilities against the next villain and to use, Spirit Fission. I hope they haven't forgotten about that already. I guess overall it's just depending on what the story will be and, the production and visuals.
Yeah, I think it'll look great. I don't think they're gonna have a drama movie or even a Toei theatrical movie ever look bad. I mean, look at Stampede. The next One Piece movie is probably gonna be 2023. I'm guessing, because they usually alternate years, so that'll probably look good too. So, all right, I'm gonna put you back in the other room, bro. But thanks for stopping by.
For sure, man. Later.
Yep. That was Symbiote. Okay, I'm gonna call Karthu since you guys fucking want me to call him. Let me bring him in here. Stand by. All right, I'm calling Karthu right now. The phone is ringing, guys. So, stand by. The phone is ringing. You can't hear it, but I'll do ring, 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 ring. Come on. Pick up, 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 pick up. I'm calling this motherfucker right now and he's not answering. All you guys in the chat, there he is.
Yo.
Motherfucker, did you send your people over to my shit to get them to fucking tell me to call you?
Fuck, you didn't listen to my DM. I DM'd you before your stream. I was like, we're gonna be live at the same time. Let's talk about this movie.
I didn't. I didn't see it, and now I see it. Okay, I've never done this before. Hold on, are you live right now, and so am I?
Yeah, we're live at the same time.
No, I've never done this before. All right, cool. I guess I don't know, bro. I'm a little nervous because I've never done a double stream before.
No,
All right,
you're good.
so yeah, the movie. What do you think? I don't know.
I'm five head. You're not ready for this. I already told my chat my big brain prediction.
What is your big brain prediction?
Because of the Herms translation changed everything.
Okay, so you don't think it's gonna be CGI anymore?
I don't think that. I never really 100% thought
Me
that. I
neither.
just, like memeing about it on Twitter.
Me neither, bro. And but the thing is that, like, I think AJ said it, and one of the things is, and you know this, bro.
Yeah.
Whenever a creator says something, people like read it and they're like, "Oh my god, it's true." When he was just speculating, he's not even sure himself.
The only thing that got me nervous with what AJ said was that he doesn't know any animators working on it, which is kind of scary. But they might just be tight-lipped about it ever since the last thing happened with animators in
No,
2019.
I think it's because they haven't actually started, like, you know.
That'd be crazy if they haven't started yet. You think it's going to be end of 2022 then?
I don't know, but I'm saying when I say started, I mean they haven't like started like actually animating it. I'm guessing, and I could be wrong, that maybe all they have now is like storyboards and a script. I could be wrong on that. I could be totally wrong, but I don't know, man. Or maybe you're right. Maybe it is tight-lipped. I have no idea. I just don't think it'll be CGI because even when you have CGI, you have to have CGI animators, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. And I don't know what AJ doesn't have the same connections, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think it's CGI. I don't think it's the AI background shit because that's for like realistic backgrounds. Dragon Ball doesn't have realistic backgrounds.
Right, yeah.
They have like the impossible hills or not even hills. I don't even know what you would call them. Those rocks.
Yeah,
You
no,
know what
I
mean?
think they look
Wastelands
cool.
And stuff.
I think
Yeah, they look cool. The giant rock dildos, but like those I don't think a CGI an AI that's made to do like real life work it's not gonna work there.
No, so
But no, my five head thing.
Go ahead.
You're not ready for this.
I'm not ready.
So the change is that in the verbiage here, an unexpected character playing a big role. Now, saying an unexpected character is playing a big role is a bit different than saying it will feature an unexpected character. Because an unexpected character playing a big role implies that it's a character that we probably know.
Right.
We just wouldn't expect them to play a big role. Five head, it's Boo, because this is the Moro arc, and we don't expect Boo to play a big role, even though he does in the first half of the Moro arc. And this is going to be the first of two movies for Moro.
So you think they're gonna do that's different. So you think they're gonna do a thing where it's gonna be like Dragon Ball Super Moro Part 1, Dragon Ball Super Moro Part 2, like sort of like a
Namek and then after Namek, yeah. It's going to be like Infinity War, like they lose and then they win.
I mean, it's possible. The idea of them cramming the entire Moro into one movie that's not gonna happen.
We both agree that's not going to happen.
Right. If it's two movies, I mean, I'm not against that idea. It's just that would be unprecedented for Dragon Ball. We've never seen something quite like that before. I mean, I like your idea. I actually do like your idea.
I think it could be a cool way to end a movie where it feels like we were about to win, we lose, which is what happens. Sorry, slight spoilers for those of you who don't want more.
I certainly hope that they know by now, but you never know.
Yeah. It's been quite a while.
Yeah.
People don't realize how old the Moro arc is now. It's like a couple years old.
Some people, I think some fans just don't read the manga. Dude, I've been hit up from people who don't even
read for becoming a member. Sorry.
Oh no, it's all good, bro. You're doing your thing. No, I think some people just don't read the manga, bro. I think some are just
and I think
waiting.
That's part of the reason that you're right about the Dokkan shit and stuff.
Yeah, no.
They're not going to put these manga-only characters in when, to be fair, too, it makes sense because the manga doesn't sell that well.
No, it doesn't, but also it's monthly. So I wonder if it were.
I don't know if weekly would make a difference because it's still volumes, right? So even when a new volume drops, it doesn't like break top 10. You know what I mean?
Do you think
doing the numbers?
Do you think that's because the writing is subpar, or do you think? Because one thing I'll tell you that I learned a couple years ago is that a lot of Japanese Dragon Ball fans, a lot of them are super purists for Toriyama, and like if it's not a Toriyama written thing or a Toriyama like manga, they just don't care. And that's why Super didn't do as well as, I mean, it did well, but not as well as the old shit. So I'm wondering if maybe like the manga reading audience is just more interested in like other stuff like My Hero and shit like that, JJK. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know.
think what doesn't help too is the gap between. Well, actually, there's like three things. one, as you already said, it's Toyotaro, it's not Toriyama. Regardless of how much Toriyama input there is, at the end of the day, it's Toyotaro's manga of Dragon Ball.
Right, yeah.
The next thing is that there's been a 17-year time skip for that to happen. Well, over 17 years. 17 years for Battle of Gods, but over 17.
Oh, yeah, you okay. Well, you said time skip, not in universe. You're talking about in our universe, like since GT ended.
Our
Right. Yeah, because all the people who read Dragon Ball back in the day in Japan are all grown up now. They all have kids and shit, you know.
Right, and then you have the final like nail in the coffin. I think for a lot of people is that when it first started, the Dragon Ball Super manga first started, and it still pulls shit like this to this day. It was a promotional manga.
Yeah.
It wasn't the manga. People forget this. The first Battle of Gods arc was extremely rushed. The chapters were extremely short for a monthly series. They weren't the 40-page length anthologies that we have now, which are kind of equivalent in terms of length to the original run, because back then manga chapters were shorter when Dragon Ball was running.
Right. Yeah.
It's not the 20. Now we get weekly 20 chapter mangas. It's insane. 20-page mangas. Sorry.
Yeah.
But so it's like equivalent in terms of length now. But when it started, we had that first arc that was just really cram-packed, rushed through, short chapter lengths. Resurrection F didn't happen. And then we started getting into Toyotaro's going to do his own thing.
Right, yeah.
And I think elements of that still persist now, even with their whole big promotional material stuff for around the Broly movie, calling the super manga the true canon or whatever. You know, how they were trying to do that.
By the way, real quick, this will make you laugh. One guy in the chat room says, I'd pay Toriyama to come back to Dragon Ball. Brother, you know how much money...
You couldn't pay him enough.
You couldn't pay... You know how much money this man has? He does not... Dude, he's writing this new movie or whatever, and he's giving Toyotaro an outline, and he's raking in millions from writing the simplest shit. You know what I mean? He has the easiest job, you know?
It's not even that. Imagine being a millionaire, then, quitting your job as a millionaire because you got bored of it, then starting a new series after becoming a millionaire, creating a genre with your new series that you're not taking that seriously, and you're fucking around most of the week that you have to write a chapter.
Right.
And become a multi-millionaire off of it because it's anime, it's manga, it's everything blows up, and it's genre defining or genre creating even. You're good. He didn't need to come back for Super or Dragon Ball or anything.
No, I mean,
he only came back because of Evolution.
he designs characters and he submits very basic plot. I don't think this guy ever wants to go back to writing a weekly manga again because, and we learned about this from Togashi and from Toriyama, writing a weekly manga is very exhausting. It's a young man's game. Horikoshi, these guys can do it, but Toriyama is tired, bro. And people forget, this man was writing weekly manga from 1979 to 1996. That is... 17 years or 16 years or whatever, and something like that, and also doing games and Dragon Quest. So I feel like this dude is, I don't know, bro. If I were him, I would keep doing what I'm doing. I would write the most basic shit. And then again, I'd probably at least show up at Toei and supervise, you know. But yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. Back to the topic at hand. So real quick, Karthu. Somebody in the chat is saying, "I want Tapion." By the way. I don't know about Tap. I think people want, you're going to see people saying, I want Bojack, Tapion. People want all these old movie villains to come back.
I think we both agree that we don't want another old movie villain, right?
I do, but if they are going to do one, I'd be all right if it was cooler if they do it right. That's what I'm saying. I want something new.
The only one they could do right. The issue with, I think it's really crazy to me that they have, a lot of Dragon Ball fans haven't noticed this, because it's not as blatant as with the Dragon Ball movies. The Dragon Ball Z movies, for the most part, with few exceptions, are the arcs of Dragon Ball Z converted into a slightly different story.
Absolutely. Absolutely true.
That's exactly what those movies are. So if you see Slug and you're like, wow, he's really like Piccolo. If you see Cooler, wow, this first movie with Cooler
Frieza.
Really like Frieza.
Super Android 13 is the androids, and then Broly was a unique case, but
still kind of a Cell-like thing, but not quite the same extreme.
But
that's the genetics of the Saiyan, right?
And he's the guy who came back.
Yeah, and then you have and he's the one that's different, right? And then you have Janemba, who's Boo, straight up fat, crazy mother. motherfucker, and then like turns
demonic
form. Yeah. Like it made of humanity's evil, etc. Like Boo is supposed to be that, but like more symbolic. Yes.
Yeah, that's actually why
symbolism, yeah.
That's why I like the early Dragon Ball Z movies more. Like I like World's Strongest. That was a unique plot. Dead Zone with Garlic Jr. They had some pretty good stuff there, but it did kind of become hashing of old shit. In fact, if you even go into GT, Baby is literally a rehash of Hachiyak. It's the same shit. Dr. Raichi and Dr. Miyu, it's the same thing, bro. The Sufurians.
Yeah, but Baby's done better.
Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying.
Okay, we agree.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as we agree that Baby's better.
Dude, I love Baby, bro.
Listen, I don't mind if a character comes back and is done better.
Me neither.
That's fine.
Me neither.
So,
yeah.
I just think they have to be worth it in some way, or they have to have a really good idea. I think like Broly, instead of being like is like not having autonomy in his own story, right? Where a lot of people tell him, "Oh, this is what you want to do," or "This is what you're gonna do," etc., etc., until eventually he like gets his freedom in the end, right? It's kind of a cool story to tell, and it's kind of a nice twist on the like I'm angry boy who has a interesting backstory that's just not well used in the original.
And they tied him into Goku and Vegeta's origin and the parents. And that was a well-written movie. I mean, it wasn't like friggin', high art, but it was well-written.
It's not, it's not the Saiyan Saga or anything either, but it's like, it's good. It's still enjoyable. I could go back and watch that anytime. I think the fighting is a little overblown. I think they could have done more within that movie. I think that original Toriyama script is something I would have loved to see.
Everyone wants to see that.
I just wonder what it would have been more, you know what I mean? But like, then you have, I guess like the only other one that I could think of them bringing back in some way to try and make interesting would be like someone said, Tapion, and then like Hirudegarn and everything, right? Like obviously Hirudegarn, right? I don't follow the movies at all. He's like just monster meathead stuff,
He's a kaiju, and I feel like that was a great plot for the Tapion character and for Trunks to have like a big brother. There was some good writing in that film, but as far as like
I hate the ending.
So do I. If Goku can't do it, who can? But it's so well animated too. But the thing about that movie, bro, is I don't think it works nowadays because I think that Toei and Shueisha understand that Dragon Ball is a marketing vehicle. So it's like if we have kaiju, I don't know, man. I think people would prefer to see more of ground battles and like similar sized characters as opposed to a big kaiju. I mean, Broly was already big enough. I love Hirudegarn. I'm not saying that I don't like that.
I'm holding on to the idea for sure that they were saying that after the last movie, after Broly, that this one probably wouldn't be as like bombastic and powerful of a villain and stuff, right? Broly was too strong.
You're talking about what Yoku said a couple years ago. I mean, they have to raise the stakes, though. I mean, I do think Broly will be in this movie, dude. I'm fairly certain Broly will appear in this film. I just don't see them doing it without him.
Really?
Yeah, because they brought him back and made a ton of money, put him on the poster. He doesn't have to be like, a main character, but, he'll be on the... I think he'll be on the...
You know why people... So, I'm one of the... I think we both agree that it probably has to take place between Broly and Moro.
I said it earlier. It has to be there or after Granolah. I don't think it takes place anywhere else.
The issue, though, with that is it does seem like Toyotaro's intention with the Moro arc is that it does start right after Goku leaves Vampa.
I know it's after, but they didn't say... I mentioned it earlier. They didn't say it was right after.
The first page is like him instant transmissioning back to Capsule Corp, and Vegeta's like, where have you been? And Goku's like, I'm not going to tell you. The implication there is that he was on Vampa, and he just came back for Broly. He did that instant transmission at the end of the movie to the first page of Moro.
I just remember them training at the very beginning of the Moro arc in the Room of Spirit and Time, or no, in the Gravity Room. And so that's what I'm saying, that right there could have been the time skip. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been a week. I mean, who knows? Or maybe, if they really want to get clever, right? How about this?
Yeah.
This new movie is after Moro is before Moro, and Goku at the end of this movie also teleports at the end of the film. And then, they can figure out ways to weasel it in there.
I think the only spot you can fit it, I was going to say this actually, is that we don't know how long Goku waited before going to Vampa after them.
That's true. Like at the end of the Broly movie before the actual final scene, right?
Yep. So we
Yeah.
don't know how long between that final battle and the Goku visiting, checking up on them is. So literally, you could have it end this movie end with him teleporting to Vampa, and it's like, oh my god, wait, we were taking place in this little gap of the last movie. But I don't
Dude.
know. We do that too much, as of now. So
It's like
I
a
don't know
final.
about that.
It's like a Final
We're still
Fantasy
in the
Seven.
10-year time skip, dog. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, bro. I just feel like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not too worried about where it takes place. I'm not worried about any of this, bro. I'm actually very excited because I want to
Oh,
sit.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, I want to sit in that movie theater and just because I think what they're gonna do with this movie is it'll be similar to Broly in that it'll be a visual spectacle. But here's what I've been trying to tell people: like the one thing Broly had that was I don't want to say weighing it down, but the first 30 minutes of Broly is basically a redo of the Bardock special with extra stuff. You know, the backstory, Paragus, all that shit. I think with this film, you might not have that. In which case, you've got a full 80, 90-minute runtime. Because we're never going to see a 3-hour Dragon Ball film, which is never going to happen. But here, we have a 80, 90-minute runtime to where, like, now you can tell a complete story and, you know, have it not just be the first part of it be a flashback. You know, I think that could they could let him flesh out more plot. I mean, I don't really know because Toriyama's plots are super simple nowadays. Hello?
Right.
Oh yeah. There you
Yeah,
are.
I think it's tough. It's like we're in sort of a tough situation. I feel like this movie's weird just in general.
Because there's no anime. That's why it makes it weird. At least not yet.
There's no anime, and it's like, what do we do if it is after Granolah? Like, because I don't want to say anything
dude,
for anybody else. There's something very important that changes for our heroes after Moro. That, like, you know?
Dude, I mentioned this in one of my Twitter spaces the other day. I think for people like you and me and most of the people who are watching this, either on your stream or mine, they're all caught up on Granolah. But the casual Dragon Ball fan who...
No, believe it or not, a lot of people who watch my stuff don't watch Moro and stuff.
Well, I mean, I mentioned...
Didn't read.
Yeah, no, I mentioned earlier there's some don't. But I'm saying I think most of my audience does. But
yeah, maybe most of yours because of like what you do with like the weekly reviews or monthly reviews and stuff. But mine's definitely not the case. Like, they get mad at me if I mention like Moro stuff that happened 2 years ago in a video because they think it's spoilers.
That's
yeah.
wow. Okay, so that makes me even more concerned because that means that there's Dragon Ball fans out there that are not following, that have no idea. But here's the thing: they don't give a shit because in Japan, when Resurrection F came out, Jocko was in it, and I remember going to the movie theater, and nobody had any idea who Jocko was. I mean, I knew. So
yeah, but Jocko's a little different.
But I'm just saying, like, there is a concern there because if the Dragon Ball fans have not kept up with the manga, let's say Granolah survives and he's in the movie, they're gonna go to the movie. They're always gonna go to the movie and see Granolah and be like, "Who the fuck is this?" You know, or what they could do if they could actually.
Or they're like, this is the guy I've seen around, but I don't know who this guy is.
They could do a thing though where like maybe this is all part of the plan, and they'll bring back the anime, and then they'll promote it as saying, "Here's what happened." Like, you know what I mean? Like, have the anime come back, but have it happen before the movie.
No, it'll be like what.
But that's
Viz
weird.
does with their English manga release of Dragon Ball as Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, where they say, "Go back to this volume of Dragon Ball to find out what this thing's about."
Oh my
Find
god!
out who Puar is in Dragon Ball Volume 1, Chapter 3.
You're saying in the middle of the movie they'll have a pop up. That would be awesome though. They have a pop up saying, you know, this is referencing volume whatever. People are gonna be like, what? That'd be, you know what? That's kind of a cool idea though. I ain't even gonna lie. It's kind of a cool idea.
So dumb. No, that's so dumb.
No. Okay, it's a cool idea and that's worth trying at least once.
Right.
You know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Real quick.
Yeah, no. So we both also don't think it's gonna be Yomoshi, right?
That's what Opie thinks that.
Is Opie? Listen, I haven't spoken to Opie about Yomoshi at all. I haven't spoken to Opie in a minute actually. But like, he's not one of the people who thinks Yamoshi's the first Super Saiyan God, right? We've like gotten past that weird misconception people have.
I did a whole video on it, and because I thought that too for a while. I haven't talked to him about that, but I think he said that he wants like Yamoshi. I think he was mentioning Yamoshi could be like a ghost, because remember he's like kind of a ghost looking for the Super Saiyan God, so they could do something like that.
You know the theory about that, right? I kind of want to make a video about Yamoshi, because they talk about how his soul is wandering the universe, right?
Yeah.
In search for the Super Saiyan God and stuff, and people are like, well, why didn't he just go to the afterlife? Well, as we know, like characters who become like completely like drenched in their own evil and such, they become what's classified as demons.
Yeah, if you get killed by a demon
that
too.
Killed him. Yep, and
Yeah.
if the Saiyans were classified as demons because they were so evil when they killed him. Then his soul would be wandering the universe, like Kami said, happens.
Yeah, well, for
Which
those
is entirely a plot device added, so that way Krillin and Roshi and them all don't know about the afterlife.
right, and for those who don't know what Carter's talking about, because some probably don't know, way back in Dragon Ball, they basically explain if you get killed by a Mazoku.
Dragon Ball Z, actually, it's the very beginning for Piccolo.
No, I know that, but I'm going back a little bit. In Dragon Ball, right, before they retconned Piccolo to be a Namekian, the idea was that Demon King Piccolo was a Mazoku. Because the thing that people get confused is that when Piccolo was laying those eggs for like drum and piano, those are not Namekians, those are Mazoku. They're basically demons. They're like polluted versions of what Guru Saichoro did, right? So what they say is that if you get killed by one of those, or
I have it on screen right now for those who don't want to see it, the panel where Kami says it.
But that always felt like a drop plot device because Majin Buu is a demon and he killed a bunch of motherfuckers and they went to the afterlife. Then again, that was only in the anime.
Majin Buu considered a demon.
I mean, Majin Buu, demon being Buu.
The Majin though is often used to describe the people controlled by Babidi, right? The people with the M.
But remember, Buu existed first.
Like Dabura is only like Majin Dabura because he's under Babidi. He's otherwise because Majin I believe is Demon Prince or something along those lines, right? It's more so than just.
No, it's just demon. Yeah, according to what Herm said years ago. Yeah, because Jin means like person of, like Saya, Jin, Namek. Demon person. Yeah, it's Japanese. So I made a whole video about it because there's different kinds of demons. Remember, Dragon Ball and even DBZ had some of those filler episodes that had like demons there too. Like, I think the demon thing's been retconned so many times in the anime and the manga. Like, there's, you know how it is. But anyway, so you're thinking that Yamoshi's wandering the earth or wandering the universe because he did not go to the afterlife.
Because he was killed by demons, yeah.
Right.
That would be the only like reason he would have not gone, right? Unless he's that strong, but it seems weird to be that strong.
And die? Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know.
Like the 50 times multiplier was enough, and then once he lost it, like, because obviously he lost Super Saiyan. Someone said Majin Vegeta, not a demon. It literally means demon person Vegeta, though.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. But it's just, but also, they never call him Majin Vegeta in the series, and then later on they call him Destruction Prince. Remember, that was way later on.
Right.
So Majin Vegeta is actually a fan-made term. You know, well, no. Actually, no. It's not entirely fan-made. Let me tell you that.
Not anymore as much.
No, because I just remembered that in the old Dragon Ball video games, Ultimate Battle 22, they do call him Majin Vegeta in there. So it's like, it's not said in the manga, but it is said in like other material. Anyways, that's not the point. If Yamoshi comes back, I don't think he'll be evil then. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Real quick, I just want to say, I got a super chat here from Urban. Says, Cooler back from other side of universe. Frieza tells him of all events. Cooler gets army of Frieza race from Universe 6-7. War against Saiyans, Universe 6-7 on Standalone. That would be a grand story. And then Wooba says, is it a bad idea if they canonize Pikkon and he fuses with Piccolo eventually to make it relevant again? I don't know if it's a bad idea. I don't know. Do you think it's a bad idea? I don't think... It would depend on execution, bro. Whenever they bring an old character back, it has to be done right. And they could fuck it up pretty easily.
Right.
You know? Yeah, because I always get questions, and you probably do too, where people are like, what do you think about BoJack? Or, you know, what if they bring back Lord Slug? And it's like, I don't really mind it too much, even though I prefer something new. But it's got to be done, it's got to be written right. It can't just be...
Dragon Ball Super has rested too much on what's already happened.
Thank you. Star Wars and Dragon Ball are such nostalgia bait now, bro. Like we need some new shit. That's why I like UI.
Listen, we both disagree about episode 8, right? I like it more than you.
You like it more than me.
You hate it.
Right? I hated episode 9 more though, actually.
Okay, good. Because I think despite our differences on episode 8, we can appreciate that it was trying to do something different.
Absolutely, and I don't even hate Rian Johnson. I actually like a lot Knives Out. I don't know if you saw Knives Out. It's a great movie. I love that. Great. Love that movie. Love that movie. So
honestly, if you listen to all his interviews, you could tell he really was trying to make what he felt was a great Star Wars movie. But, you know, it was obviously going to be divisive inherently. Because for some people, they do want that nostalgia bait, right?
Yeah.
Rey has to be a Skywalker or a Kenobi or something, right? She has to be. If she's nothing, then Luke has to be hopeful and optimistic and like the shining beacon of the universe. He can't be like, you know what I mean? That sort of stuff.
Well, that's the one I want. But in relation to Dragon Ball, though, you and I are in agreement that I don't want them to bring back an old character if they don't do it right. But you wouldn't
Right.
believe how many people. I mean, you would believe it. The
I
biggest thing I've seen is they want Cell and they want Cooler, and I'm thinking to myself, look, I love Cell and I love Cooler. I like those characters, but I prefer like something like maybe like a threat from Universe 11, like just something new and different, not a rehash of old characters. Even though honestly, as a mark for Cell, if they do like a Toriyama version of Cell X, I don't know why that would perversely make me happy, but
It's so ugly.
It's so-
I hate the design.
it's
but
so
so
too
funny.
much. But I don't.
Is there
I'm,
a set, let me answer this real quick. This guy's been like kind of spamming it. There is no set date for a trailer or anything, guys.
no.
And
Some
I do read
teaser
chat.
will
I
be.
do see it, but I'm talking to somebody, guys. It's just hard. I don't want to cut him off to answer something in chat.
No, and I've also got super chats too, bro. So either we can do them together, or you can just go back and we'll just split or whatever. But I did want to make this point.
Yeah, go ahead.
The trailers are depending on when the movie comes out. Because if it's December of next year, whatever. But I do think we'll have a title and an image, like like a poster, probably by the end of the year, if not by the end of the summer at the earliest. It just depends. Because the only time I said it earlier, I don't know if you heard it. The only times this movie's gonna come out is going to be next summer or next winter/fall. So either
Right.
November, December. It's not going to come out in April. It's not going to come. I mean, maybe in late April. It's not going to come out in
I
a
can't
January.
imagine it being. I can't imagine it being like a year away exactly. I feel like it has to be a year and a half or something.
Then-
or else
then-
they would have
then-
given us a poster or something.
If that's the case, then none of the concerns are far away as far as animators go, because by then, the animators should be freed up. I mean, I know there's like 70 more episodes of Die, but Die, which is where all the good animators are at, Die is like 3 months ahead of schedule. So I don't see that. I really do not foresee it being a problem, especially if they work on this movie slowly. You know what I
Is
mean?
AJ saying that it might be a problem for the movie right now?
Well, he was
That's
saying that
fucked
he doesn't know that he thinks the animators are all busy and he doesn't know any animators on it. But I think I'm not
Right, I
saying
knew about that.
Yeah, I don't think he's wrong, but I think it's too soon. Like if the movie's in December of next year, they got plenty of time. People don't know this. I don't know if you and I ever talked about this. Resurrection F was animated 3 months before it came out. And yeah, I know it looks like shit in some of it, but if
It looks like shit for most of it, to be honest.
right, but if they could do that movie in 3 months with a year and a half time, bro, I think that's plenty of time, man. If it is a year and a half, I think people are worried about that a little bit too much.
Well, you're worried about it because if they're trying to surpass Broly, right? It's not necessarily about, oh, will it look okay like Resurrection F did. It's about it looking good
I agree.
or great or up to Toei's
I
really
think,
for the last
but
3-4 years modern standards.
Kartu, I think it has to because it's a movie. Like they're able, you know what I mean? Like I don't think Toei's gonna let that slide ever again. And I did.
Well, I don't know. Battle of Gods is not that pretty of a movie either.
Well, I know, but that was years
People
ago.
overhype it. Yeah.
I think I heard that Yamamuro is going to be doing Heroes for the foreseeable future, so we don't have to worry about that happening with Resurrection F. I think people are worried too much, bro. I understand
Gonna
why.
hold them to that project.
I think so. I think, because dude, they just announced today that there's going to be a new hero story arc next year. So I think he's
Right.
stuck there. I think he's stuck there. Honestly, I don't think we have to worry about that. But I think people
Right,
are
especially after they didn't let him audition, right? So.
audition. What do you mean?
Yeah, they
Oh,
didn't
you
let him
mean
audition for character designer.
the
back in
art?
Broly.
Yeah, because Toriyama wanted Shintani, which would
Well,
you
no, it
argue?
wasn't about Toriyama wanting. They auditioned for character designer.
No, I know that, but
There was an audition process. Yamamuro said he was not invited to audition.
right. No. I know that, but I'm saying Toriyama chose Shintani. So in theory,
Yeah.
Shintani would be the one to come back. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
No. Oh yeah. 100%. 100%. I'm just saying, like, yeah, for Yamamuro's case, like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever, bro. Like, I have
He's
nothing.
sort of sidelined.
He gets a lot of shit from the Sakuga fans, and I understand why. I have nothing against that guy, though. I think his Z run was great, but I do think that his modern stuff is too wooden and too.
The fall from grace.
Yeah, but he's whatever, bro. He's rich, so At least I think he's rich. I don't know.
Nah, I don't know if he's rich.
Well,
honestly, because he stopped working for a long time, pretty much.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about his finances, but when I say rich, I should probably rephrase that by
he's got clout.
He's got clout, and he's been there for so long. They're not gonna dump him.
What's funny though is he doesn't have good clout in the animation space.
No, they don't like him at all, and I'm like,
no.
I mean, they say he has. I've heard people say that he's egotistical and shit, but it's like, I don't know.
Draconian.
But yeah, but Japanese people, like, they're so humble about everything, dude, that their version of egotistical would be like a humble brag here. Like, I don't.
The difference would be like something, at least for, again, like cultural difference, right?
Right.
You have to.
Right, of course.
Is that when you bring on, say, a guest animator that doesn't work for Toei, somebody who's like a third party or a freelancer even, who's known for doing incredible work and, just doing amazing stuff, that person is usually allowed to do on what, in this case, it was a movie, it was Resurrection F, whatever they want to do. That they don't get corrected. They don't, maybe light corrections, right?
Right, of course.
They don't really get that corrected. They don't follow the storyboard. They get to follow whatever storyboard that they envision in their head for the scene, right? And that's what they get to do. This is a very normalized thing in the animation industry.
Creative freedom.
And, yeah, and Yamamuro literally shit all over this person's drawing.
Yep.
In Resurrection F, like he just literally redrew the whole thing, made it fit his storyboards, like basically made it so that person didn't even work, like got paid for work that didn't even get posted.
And do you remember after Super ended how I think it was Keyword Enigma and other people in that sphere were dropping all these like Yamamuro corrections for some of the earlier episodes, like just like what you're talking about, like he was doing that throughout Super as well. So
yeah, so with that it was like kind of fine because Super had a bad production. We originally thought that Yamamuro wasn't really present on Super. Is like he was sort of like a phantom almost. But we've come to find out in more modern times or more recent times that Yamamuro actually did try his best to help out and make corrections and try to make Super look better. Because regardless of what you think of his style, it's better than a melted drawing,
No, I have nothing against that guy, bro. I know a lot of you know how Dragon Ball fans can be anime fans. Like people take things to the 10th degree.
They don't think people are people. That's the real issue.
Exactly, bro. Like if you and I put out a bad video or whatever, I mean, I've never put out a bad video, but no, I'm kidding. When I first started, there's a few bad ones, but I'm saying like this doesn't mean that every video will be bad. Yamamuro has a place. It's just hopefully not with this movie. So, and I don't think so because I've been told he's stuck on Heroes, so that's good for him.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous though. I don't know what Shintani's been doing recently. I haven't like looked into it. I know he did that not too long ago, that recent Gogeta art. And that's all I can think of.
Yeah, no, I haven't. That's what I'm saying. I think he's doing the movie. I think he'll be. I mean, think all the boys.
Yeah, if he did, and well, another notable thing, and this is like something that people don't talk about that much. I don't know if I wasn't supposed to talk about this. Who gives a fuck? I've talked about it a lot anyway, so it doesn't matter. That Shintani's designs for the Broly movie weren't done until after the Broly movie was done.
I didn't hear about that.
The character designs for the Broly movie were not done until after most of the Broly movie was already done. And the reason
okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant like he didn't draw them until after the movie came out. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, I misunderstood what you said. So you're talking about.
He drew some of them, but you didn't draw all of them.
Right. And the big one was Full Power Broly because that was not in Toriyama's original sketches at all. It was or whatever. It Full Power.
Well, he drew that one before the movie finished, obviously, because they used it. But a good example would be like, the Goku and Vegeta designs in the jacket or in their normal outfits even. They
Goku jumping up and down.
Yeah, so like the different distinction in styles between say like Takahashi, right, and the other sections of the movie is because they literally just told animators, hey, just try to kind of stay close to the manga because we don't have the designs ready. That's all they were told.
Yeah, which I think was a good idea. I think that was a good idea. Yeah. Okay, so do you want to hang out?
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna roast this motherfucker. Luffy, you absolute dumb fuck. What do you mean only 300 viewers? My channel is dead. What the fuck are you
No,
talking
your
about?
channel's not dead, brother. You drop
Bro.
a video Saturday and people flock to it. That is not a dead channel, bro.
Bro, I gain like over 10K subs a month. Meanwhile, you're in your mother's basement, blowing your nose in your cum tissues, all right? Like, you need to calm down, buddy.
Dude, it's like I think people they're just fucking envious, bro. Like,
No, I think they just want attention, so I give it to them, and then he'll be nice. Now he'll be nice.
But you know how it is with channels, bro. It goes up and down. Like, I had a really bad first quarter this year. My first quarter this year was atrocious, and now it's starting to pick back up again last month and now this month, really this month because of the announcement. But it happens, bro. Like, channels go up and down. I remember when Super was going on, I was sky high, and like other channels were like behind me, and now they've gone past me. That's just how it is, bro. There's no...
Yeah.
It just goes up and down, bro. You just serve the people. The algorithm is very unpredictable, but at the same time, I don't like when they say channels are dead because, in my opinion, a channel is only dead when the creator has decided he doesn't want to do it anymore, or when you can tell he's like burnt out. And like, when I say burnt out, I mean like he's done. And there's not many channels that cover... I mean, there's a few, like, It's Anime Girl. She's dead because she doesn't upload anymore. Like, those people I think are dead. But I don't know why I'm talking about this right now, but...
Yo, Geekum, you want to hop in on this guy? He said something else. Or I could do it again.
What did he say?
He said, LMAO, imagine being mad. It's just a comment. You're fucking recording in your mom's attic.
No,
Nah,
didn't you
I'll
buy a house like last year?
I'm in the process of buying a house. I live in a fucking luxury apartment. 24-hour pool, 24-hour gym. I go fucking work out, take a dip in the pool. Meanwhile, you're literally jerking off into your mouth. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, why are you drowning in your own cum? I'm not mad at you. It's funny. It's kind of sad, actually, that you feel the need to come here. Just go to bed. Watch something else. What the fuck?
Remember when I used to do this? No, but I do it once in a while. But no.
I don't do it that much, but
no,
it's
I
pretty
know.
funny.
No. And no, I remember you. I'm not gonna give away the state, but I remember you told me you were gonna buy a house in another state besides where you lived, right?
No, well, now I live here. So
You live in a state close to. Do you want to give it away? Does it matter?
yeah, you can tell the state. I just don't tell like the.
That's fine.
Anything.
Georgia.
Yeah,
You live in Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because that's. Let me tell you, bro. One of my ex's dads used to do. He used to work in construction in Georgia, and people gotta understand, housing in Georgia is sweet, bro. I don't know exactly where you live. I went to Roberto Blake's house right outside of Atlanta. If you go right outside city limits, there are homes there for $230,000 that are like
very
2
close
floor.
to Atlanta as well.
Yeah, so you're
I
right
get that.
outside. Okay, then you probably got one of these really nice homes, bro. And these motherfuckers don't understand. Like, dude, it's like that one time. I'm not gonna name the names, right? But I am gonna bring up Swag Kage for a minute. There was one.
Oh, I remember this.
With Swag Kage, somebody fucked with him, and he's like, you have to upload. It was like on Twitter, like you have to upload to pay your bills, and he's like, I live in a paid off house. I ain't gotta do shit.
He literally like said, "Oh, Swag uploaded again because he has to pay his rent." And then Swag fucking quote tweeted him and said, "Dog, I have a house that I own. I don't need to pay or upload shit.
Yeah,
I do it because I want to.
Right.
You're lucky I upload. Like, damn."
No, I have a paid off house too, but I still upload because it's I still have more future ideas. But yeah, I remember that. But Swag has one of the healthiest channels we have. He uploads once a month and fucking kills it every time. I wish I could do that. I wish I could fucking do that. But everybody's built different.
Swag is all about that Renegon video. You ever seen that thing?
I stay away from his Naruto videos because someday I may actually watch it, and I don't want to be spoiled.
Well, you don't need to like watch the video. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up on my stream.
Was it 10 million? It was 10 million. He's got a very healthy channel, bro, and that's good for him. I mean, I'm happy whenever somebody makes it.
Bro, that Renegon video gets like a million views a month, I swear.
Who's sharing that shit? He probably knows.
I don't know. Bro,
Yeah.
his Renegon video has like 8.6 million views. He's just explaining the Renegon in Naruto.
Dude, I could seriously sit there and be like, Dragon Ball's the king
Swag's
of anime.
my guy.
No, I like him. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but he actually left a deposit, or not deposit, the donation earlier. But I'm happy for him. I mean, shit, to be able to only work once a month, and then he also does really long videos too, which is good. I mean, those channels that upload like once a month, that's good for them. Like they, I hope to someday eventually get there when I'm older to where when Dragon Ball's over to only be able to upload once a month and be done with it. But that's a different topic. We're talking about the movie here. I don't want to bore the people. So did you want to hang out with me and answer questions, or did you want to go back to your thing? Because I still have a lot of super chat questions
All right,
to get
Luffy,
to.
you lost your privileges. Get out of here, bud. No, we could chill. We could hang out. I'm good.
Okay, because I have a lot of
Streams
super
are
chat.
way more interesting when you have someone to talk to.
I agree. I have a lot of super chat questions, so I
Yeah,
have
let's roll
to.
through your super chats.
Okay, let me pull, dude. I'm so like
I have no idea if I got any.
Dude, I'm sorry. My stomach is hurting because of how many I got. Okay, we're gonna roll through these
My
fast.
stomach is hurting.
Dude, I'm like scared. I'm not gonna. I always get nervous when I do live streams. Okay, all right, real quick. Bahamut says 12 universes, yet Toriyama Toei still feels the need to rehash old characters, probably for money. Give us something new and raise the stakes for once. Agreed, and it is for money.
Yeah, well, we don't know it's an old character being rehashed, you know?
Yeah, I think people are just assuming it, but you're right. But Broly's right. Okay, so he says here, Cooler and Frieza compete to rule. Cooler wants to be a kind tyrant using big Getty stars to terraform planets. Ah, I like that. And feed everyone. F cheats. Cooler emerges with BGS. I don't know what that means.
I think if we get anything to do with Cooler, it will be very distinctly different. To the point that there won't be like the big Yeti star or whatever. Like I think it won't be close.
I agree with you, but I will let say terraforming. Will HF file be removed from the remastered DBZ? Bro, HF file's only in the dub. These motherfuckers. He asked me if HF file will be removed from the remastered DVD DBZ. I'm like, bro, if that's only in the dub, stop watching the dub. You can watch it without the HF file now. In fact, even the new dub doesn't even have the HFIL. He's like stuck on like Ocean dub 25 years ago shit. People have not seen this show since they were kids, and it's about time to watch it again. DeAndre Johnson says maybe canon characters like Raditz or King Cold. No more Raditz, no more Nappa, dude. Like I don't think they're coming back, Carthu. I mean, I could be wrong. Obviously,
I fucking hope not.
No, like let it go. We saw Raditz in Heroes, and it's Turles now.
Guys, if you want Raditz back, just
Moscow
go
X.
watch Moscow. Yep.
That's it. He made it work, bro. He's made more money off of Raditz than Toei. So
someone asked when we did the charity live stream. They asked like, what if Raditz didn't exist? And I said Moscow would be a lot less rich.
I agree with that. And he's also a guy.
Moscow agreed too.
And he's also a guy who bought a house. Same thing with Totally Not Mark. And that's the thing about YouTube. I'm gonna just send a real quick PSA. If you're gonna do YouTube, consider like your future. And if you start making some good money, buy a house, because even if you end up losing your YouTube channel for whatever reason, at least you know that you probably won't go homeless if you've got a house that's yours. I find that...
and you can get like a shitty easy job too.
Starbucks.
I would say like, let's say worst case scenario, I lost YouTube today. I already get YouTube consultation jobs. I would just go and do more social media consultation work.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead. You were saying.
It's not that hard. I mean, like, it's not that hard to find something else to do. I have credentials now for things,
But the thing is, you don't want to be one of those guys that like buys luxury cars. Like, oh, I'm making all this money. It's probably better to secure your future first before you buy luxury cars. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I only bought a new car because mine was old and shitty. That was the only reason I bought one.
No, and that's fine. I'm just saying, some of these young kids, they start doing YouTube and they start making real money, and they're like, oh my god, what do I do? And it's like, nah, man, you gotta
wear Lambo.
Yeah, dude, I know somebody. I know someone who bought a Tesla, and they didn't even, I'm not going to say the name, but they didn't even know they had to do taxes. And it's like, no, dude, if you make $1 million, you got to pay taxes on that money, homeboy. They didn't even know. And it's like, dude. Anyway, all right, let's get back to the thing. We're talking shit. Go. So Michael says, in Broly movie, I felt that Broly's going to be part of the Z Fighters, but most likely the mysterious great Power Ranger that only steps in time of need. I would like to see that. I don't want Broly to be hanging out at Capsule Corp, bro. I want him to be a special, Do you agree with that?
They don't want Broly to be like around too much.
Yeah. Put him in the back.
I think that's the point of the ending of the Broly movie, right? We're not friends. That's sort of the idea. They're trying to establish that.
Kogera X says, does that explain why they changed Majin Vegeta to Prince of Destruction Vegeta in Xenoverse? I think Prince of Destruction Vegeta is just the name they came up with, but you could call him Majin Vegeta. It's not that different. All right, Christopher Reeve.
Oh, real quick. Hold on. Sorry, I'm a bit away. My cat was meowing, so I grabbed her.
No, it's fine.
Oh, here you go, chat. Hold on, go full cam so you can see her. With Majin, I double checked it on G Show. So I'm not as good as Herms. I'm an intermediate speaker of Japanese, but with Majin, it could also be like evil.
Evil. Yeah. But
you can just be an evil person.
But
you don't have to be a demon necessarily.
But for Majin Buu, they refer to evil Buu as Majin Buu Junsui. So it's like they're using two words. Yeah, it's a lot of yeah. But it's not a big deal. Okay, so Christopher Reeve, which is kind of that's wacky. He says, "I've always thought your glasses were stylish. I don't know what that has to do with Dragon Ball, but I don't like my glasses that much. I hope we get some more stories from other universes. I'm a little tired of stories involving Saiyan history and origins. Just my thoughts, though. Love your channel." I agree with that, dude. Like, I know why they're doing it, but I kind of agree that I do want to see more exploration of other things besides just the Saiyans over and over and over and over again. You know?
Agreed.
Let me real quick. All right, next one. Praying for another Raditz cameo. Bro, people love this fucking guy, dude. The movie could be a heap of garbage, but please more Raditz. It's all laugh says, what if they make a Kingpin type?
Wait. Let's do the Raditz one. Real quick. All right, I need to clear this up right now because you guys ain't ready. Raditz is the fucker who came out of nowhere. He literally says, "Yo, I'm your brother." Goku says, "I ain't give a shit." Claps his cheeks with Piccolo, right? And everything Raditz says to Goku in the plot summary that he gives of events of the Saiyans and stuff is all wrong. Literally every single word. That fucker has no redeeming qualities. Get him out.
He was literally created for the
Lost
soul.
to Enma Dio.
Yes, you're right. He was literally created, and this is the truth, for the sole purpose of revealing Goku's heritage and to build up Vegeta and Nappa. That's the only reason he was created. Like, he has no other purpose in the main series. Like, none.
Yep.
You know? Masako did something with him, but I mean, that's fan fiction, so...
at the end of the day, yeah.
Right. It's all laugh says, what if they make a Kingpin type character who's making villains like Janemba and some other, that's Dr. W right there, and some other to support him, and the reveal of the character is someone we know of we have not seen. I mean, again, it's a good idea if they have a secret character in the shadows, but it would be hard because Whis knows a lot of shit and stuff like that, so it could be done. It's just, it would have to be somebody who's really it's somewhere else. They can't be in Universe 7. You know, that's the way I see it.
Yeah, for sure.
Cesar Hernandez says, what if Gohan starts training with Broly? I don't think they're gonna, that'd be something, but I don't think we're gonna see that. In order to grow as a fighter, they can have Piccolo, Gohan, and Broly, and it wouldn't be a Goku and Vegeta story. The thing is that Broly's not gonna teach Gohan shit because Broly doesn't even know how to fight himself. Like, he's just a big brute savage guy.
Maybe by having Gohan teach Broly how to fight.
That's different. That could work.
While Broly is good for power growth for Gohan.
Right. And they could tap into their rage because they both have rage power. So yeah. Dragon Ball Dad is putting us over. 2 legends in 1 stream. Thank you. And then Mike Who, we're almost done by the way. Mike Who says, hey Geek, did you see my tweet with the screenshot from DBS Broly when Goku powers up to SSB? It teases UI mid power up. Yeah, we've been new. We have talked about that since the movie came out because
it's another thing me and Geekdom disagree on, I think.
Well, I think we disagree. I think it was the animators trying to tease us. That's the way I saw it. I think it was UI for a split second. And
I think it's just funny colors. Haha.
It could be. I mean, that's what AJ said. But I will tell you this, though. When I saw the movie in the LA premiere and Goku blasted the silver, people were cheering. So they definitely, even if that was not the intention,
that's the effect it had, for sure.
And that's great. Fuck it. Either way, we'll see. I think we'll see it in the next movie. Also, in my opinion, DBS 2022 unexpected character is Vegeta's brother, teasing DBS Broly, Tarble. Yeah, but we've already seen Tarble in the Yo Son Goku special, and I mean, if he comes back, I wouldn't be against it. But he's so weak; he's not gonna be a main fighter. He's gonna be somebody who just, I don't know, man. I let's see Tarble, but I don't think he's gonna be the top guy in the movie. I don't think he's gonna be the main driving force of the film.
Why would he be the main driving force of anything?
I don't know. Dude, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know if you and I have never talked about this.
If the movie is just Yo Son Goku again, that'd be hysterical.
With Abo and Kato, who are still alive.
Yeah, exactly.
They're still alive. You and I never talked about this, but One
They
of
are
the,
still alive.
one of the things I did not like about modern Dragon Ball is I am not a fan of how Toriyama introduced Tights and Tarbell. It's like out of nowhere, not even a single hint.
Yeah.
And it's like that's why I think Cooler is possible because they might just come up with something. But dude, I have a real problem with Tights and like Tarbell's a little bit more understandable. He's an alien, but Tights. Bulma's never mentioned any siblings ever. She's been there from the very first chapter.
Yeah.
Do you like that? Because I didn't like that.
I've never. Okay, so I think I'll care more when she's not just basically a one-time show up in Super and a Jocko character.
That's all she is, bro. That's
I think I'd
she
care more
is.
if that weren't the case, you know.
I agree. She's just. I wish she would help out, like with something.
Damn,
All right.
Dylan in your chat says I'm rude. I'm sorry, dude.
He actually left the. No, you're not rude. He actually he left the super chat, but I can't read it. Hold on, Dylan, bro. I cannot read your super chat. It's not letting me read a super chat because you know how the. Okay.
Oh, I see it. It said add Mr. Senpai Geekdom.
Is he around?
Maybe. Did he try to raid you with the stream too? Did we miss it?
I didn't. Maybe he's. No, I didn't. I mean, but he would have sent me a text or a DM or something. I mean, he's got.
Yeah, I saw him in the chat for a second, but maybe he wasn't trying to. Maybe this person just wants him added.
I could add him, but I mean, here's the thing.
I see a couple people saying add Senpai actually.
Okay, I don't mind, but is he even on? Is he
online on Discord?
Okay, wait. Oh no,
call?
he did text me. He said, "Bring me on. I want to debate Karthu." Oh boy, I did not expect that. Okay, I can add him.
Okay, let's go.
All right,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what he's going to debate you about. Probably the Emoshi thing.
Probably emoji thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Emoshi thing, which is fine because.
Let's go.
All right, how do I add this guy, Mr. Senpai? Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm trying to add him right now. All right, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so I'm adding him. Let me text him real quick. Hang on, I gotta make sure because he sent me this a little while ago. Actually, no, it was 5 minutes ago. I'm adding you now. Okay. Yeah, I gotta be careful because
getting called. Yeah, so just needs to pick up. He wants to debate me. Debate Lord.
I don't even know where this is going right now, bro. I don't know. I'm okay with it because whatever.
I'm entering the ring. I'm ready. I already got my Yamoshi scan on screen. I'm assuming that's what it is.
You've debated before, so I stay away from debates. I only debate like shit like actual misinformation.
Oh, he didn't pick up. What the fuck?
Hold on, I sent him a text. Hold on. We gotta give
Bring
it a
him
second.
in.
I'm trying.
Did he reread the scan and realize he was wrong?
If so, he has to come out here and apologize, bro.
He does in person.
You
Let's
need to
go.
come out here and apologize, bro. Get in here. Was he just typing a minute ago? He's on. I mean, he's on right now. How do I add him back to the call?
He could join at any time because he's in here. Yeah,
Okay,
he could just jump in.
Let me tell him, bro. This is dead air, bro. It's not really dead air, bro. Come on. I gotta see.
Do you like What If Goku went Super Saiyan the Saiyan Saga, or what? Do you like more? I guess. I like all my videos pretty equally. I mean, other than like ones that aren't what ifs, I tend to like my non-what if stuff better, just because it's like formal and stuff.
What's your favorite video you've done for your channel?
Probably Morality of Goku, but I'll.
Yeah.
I have a better one coming out. Yeah, what's up,
going on, boys?
Real quick, I just want to say, hey Senpai. Real quick, I just want to say my favorite one I've done. There's two. There's the Toonami history one and the GT. The GT one, the NEA GT one. That one I really enjoyed. Okay, one more thing before we start this here. Thank you, Tim A, for your kind words. And then I have another super chat, but I can't read it from Mike Who. So, all right, Senpai, you're on, bro. What do you want to debate with Karthu about here?
Oh, well, first of all, what's going on, Karthu? Good to see you,
what's
bro.
up, dog?
Loving the content. Yeah, so let's talk about we have a disagreement about the artificial intelligence aspect of production.
Okay, yeah, that's something different. Okay, cool. We're not talking about Yamoshi. Never mind. Yeah, sure. Let's
go. So when it comes to AI, right? You saw the article. Toy Animation partnered with Preferred Networks.
Yep.
Right. So now that technology is not the only technology that's being used, and Toy Animation is not the only studio that has partnered with other companies. Now, in my case, for example, I use artificial intelligence all the time during video editing and post-production, just to simplify my workflow, and it's been a major major help. Some of the things that I use are in private beta, some of them are not. But even things that are available right now are very powerful. Now, the way that this technology can be used in Dragon Ball Super movie number 2, all right?
Which
can't
by
be
the
used
way,
in every
this would be Dragon Ball movie 21 total. Like if you include Dragon Ball Z and everything, it's Dragon
but
Ball
he's saying
movie.
Super too.
No, I know.
Super
I'm just
movie.
letting everybody know this is the 21st movie. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, bro.
Right. So for people who don't know, so Toei Animation earlier this year.
You tweeted about Yamoshi. We're not debating Yamoshi.
Whatever. Let him come. Let him come. I don't care.
Go.
So Toei Animation partnered with Preferred Networks, and they're basically working on artificial intelligence to be used by Toei Animation in upcoming movies, anime, and their productions, right? Now, what this particular technology does is actually very similar to what Photoshop is doing in other style GANs, where you basically have a style transfer. Now, in terms of how it's going to be used, currently, it's not going to be used in every scenario if it was to be used in Dragon Ball. It wouldn't be used in scenarios where you have the cities, because the cities are very different than the ones in real world, right? The ones in Dragon Ball look very different. But where it could come in handy is, for example, in Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, where you have the outdoor scenes with the snow and the mountains. It would be actually cheaper to have send out a team to go to those locations, take photographs, and then use the AI to basically turn that into an anime backgrounds. That would be cheaper than doing that by hand for every single frame, right? So it would be a combination. It wouldn't completely replace animators, but for that particular process, it could definitely reduce the workload.
That's good. I don't understand
Mm-hmm.
where's the debate at.
So it's
Well,
go ahead.
the debate for me is that this is just one of AI applications that could be used in Dragon Ball Super movie number 2, and I have others that I'm going to talk about, but it could be used in the movie, just not in every scene.
Sure. So let's just be fair and say that what I was talking about is the particular AI that we know about, right? Anything that they have behind the scenes in beta, whatever, is something that we both would just be speculating.
Bro, when you mentioned AI, I thought you were talking about like cell and shit, but never mind.
I
was like, wait a minute.
Get out of here. But
Resurrection C.
I think would be more interesting to say interesting to look at would be what Toriyama put down, what was given to us officially from Toriyama, right? Which is some unexplored territory in terms of visual aesthetics, right? To give the audience an amazing ride.
That's what he
versus
said.
what the direct translation is. It seems the visuals are going to be fresh and pretty crazy, so please look forward to it. Now, one of those, to me, says, oh, we just get like a new art director or something, or we're in an interesting location. The other one has the potential to mean literally anything in the world. The direct translation one, to me, just seems like new art direction. I don't know if you've seen the Herm's translation of the Toriyama interview. It is quite different from, just like the Broly interview.
Yeah, I did. I see.
Yeah, okay.
He says the visuals are refreshed and have turned out
Are
to
going
be
to be
amazing.
fresh.
Real
Not
quick-
even refreshed, to be fresh.
I did want to say
So that
one.
could even just mean a modern style.
Right, and I did want to say one quick thing. I personally feel that Toriyama's art style does not lend itself well to CGI. They could get away with doing like a Spider-Verse type of film, like a Pixar type of Dragon Ball film, but I don't think Toriyama's style, the way he draws, or even any of that manga, like that manga style, I don't think works that well.
I think also the issue is the ice continent is probably the only place in Dragon Ball that to me looks like a real place, and even then it kind of doesn't. It has these very unnatural. I'll send it in the group chat actually. It has these very unnatural like mountains of ice that look like directly just like mountains and stuff. Rather than more natural tame looks. Obviously, then you have the fiery version of the ice background, right? Which it'd be very hard to like grab a picture of that. But these two backgrounds here, even these, which are like the base, the very minimum, the bottom line of like realism, right, in Dragon Ball, are not common enough for me to facilitate the opinion that, oh, we would actually use this when this AI seems to be more importantly used in situations where it's a more detailed background, which is like a building or something along those lines, or meant to mimic the real world, which a lot of other anime do, right? So if this was like a new season of Hajime no Ippo, let's say, Toei picked it up somehow, whatever, then a real world
World
location
Trigger
would make sense. right? Or World Trigger. Yeah, these real locations would just make sense. But in terms of Dragon Ball, it would seem like it would clash more than it would help. And also, there are still background artists to this day. They still paint. They still do their work. They're not just going to fire all their background artists once they get this sort of stuff, you know?
I wanted to say
No,
also,
absolutely.
well, real quick, I want to say people in the chat are asking for like Unreal Engine. Look, I'm not gonna call anybody else, okay? But if they're asking everybody, but next time we get like a reveal, a poster, trailer, we
We
should
should do like a podcast, yeah.
we should just do a stream together. I'll see if I can coordinate it, but that's whenever that comes out. Because I didn't expect people to be requesting YouTubers, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But I don't want to have to text
Well,
him.
I just made everybody request me.
Yeah, you did.
I went live and I told 300 people to come into your stream and start spamming your chat.
And it worked. But that's okay. No, all right. So you were saying. Oh, one more thing. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Mike. I am also Cuban. Strike or Rip says I would love if you had a collab with Anime AJ about something else with the movie. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Don U Grady says I'm gonna need someone to make Doctor Gift of Day service in the water bottle. All right, go ahead, bro. You were saying. I don't want to interrupt, but I want to get to these super chats.
No, this was such a mid-debate topic because basically it just comes down to neither of us really know. Damn, why couldn't you just think Yamoshi was the first Super Saiyan God or something?
Yeah, I thought it was that. I thought it was like more about Yamoshi. But we're going to talk about that during the week because we might do some videos about that.
Yeah. So to clarify, this AI is not actually CGI. Well, technically it is because it's all computer generated, but it's not the CGI that you're thinking
It's
about.
not Toy Story, is what you're saying.
No, Geekum was just talking about another way the visual term could be interpreted. He wasn't saying
Oh,
this
okay,
AI
I see.
is the CGI,
So,
yeah.
so the reason, so I've known about some of the other programs that are being used behind the scenes that are being worked on that have been in development, but what I wasn't expecting is for Toei Animation to actually do a demonstration showing us like, oh look, it's actually working and it's at the level now. It's developed since 2014. It's developed to the point that we can actually use it in a real production, and that's what led me to believe like, oh okay, it's now at that phase that they're showing us, which means that it's good enough to be used in something like Dragon Ball Super. Now, in terms of your debate about the mountains, right? Well, the mountains, they couldn't use real-world images because they didn't have the technology ready, so they just have to make something totally different, right? But
I was saying, like, even in terms of the simplest Dragon Ball background that we could think of that would be close to matching real world, even then it still doesn't.
Right. In terms
That's all
of
I'm
typical...
establishing. Yeah.
Right. But there are certain elements that could be... See, the point of this AI tool is not to completely replace background actors.
Sure.
It's, I'm sorry, animators who do background images. Or background scenes. The point is to supplement.
Painters, usually.
Yeah, the point is to supplement their work and to reduce the workload with certain processes. And this is not the only one. I'll give you another example that is being worked on. Now, I can't say that Toei Animation is using this right now, but this is something that the anime industry and the studios are actually working on, because what's available publicly, it's already pretty impressive. Here's one example. Frame interpolation, right? Typically, the way frame interpolation works is it doesn't actually create new frames, but using AI technology like...
Goku's telling me some shit. No, go ahead. I'm just talking to Goku. Go for it.
Using something like Dane or Rife, you can actually create frames that don't actually exist. So if animators can actually do 12 frames per second, and then supplement with AI, create 24 frames per second or even 30 frames per second, especially if there's not like a lot of extreme movements, right? Kind of for subtle movements or walking. So that's one way that AI could be used. Like I use it on some of my videos. I actually use AI to create more frames, especially for Dragon Ball Super Broly. I have like a 4K 60 frames per second version of it using AI. But the point is that this is a technology that's already available to me, which means that the studios are working, and again, this is something that isn't trained on anime. The models that I'm using aren't trained on anime, and I'm getting pretty good results. The anime studios are working with companies and startups to train specific models on just anime, and you can get very specific. You can even train it on particular characters, so you can get very accurate results. And that is the future of anime productions. You see it with Pixar. From movie to movie, when they see a problem, they create new technologies to address that and make it easier. And the anime industry hasn't really done that because 3D animation is very different. It involves math and numbers.
We don't disagree here. We're just sort of you're just sort of explaining something to me we both already know. What we disagree on, right, is necessarily what Toriyama's comment means, right? And do we think that Toriyama's comment is talking about a new AI technology to create backgrounds? And I don't think it is.
See, I think it's gonna go beyond just backgrounds. This is what they're showing us right now. Go ahead.
No, I was saying we'll find out by the end of the year. I think, honestly, I think we'll know by the end of the year. My opinion. I could be wrong. Go ahead. You were saying.
Yeah, so this because this is being done in the production side of things, we might not find out till much later. But in terms of the technologies that they may be using for this, it's not just the background. There's a lot of other AI tools that anime studios are investing money into because it's gonna save them money in the long term. And I'm not talking about 10 years from now. I'm talking about it's gonna save them money in the next couple of years, like significant amount of money and time. So for us to assume, I mean, you have to look at the data. They released a working 5-minute video showing you just one tool out of many that they're working on. So for us to assume, oh, well, they're probably not going to use that in their productions.
No, that's not what I said either, though.
Right. They're probably, it's not going to replace the entire production, but
no, but that's not what I said either. You're responding to an argument I didn't make. All I said was that Toriyama's statement has nothing to do with these.
So you don't think the evidence
I think old man boomer Toriyama, who walks out in his tracksuit to collect his mail every morning, is not looking like a lemo, is not giving a fuck about like some AI.
He does look like Lemo, bro. Oh my god.
He does look like Lemo.
He does. I never pick. Oh, I'll never see him again. Why have I not picked up on that?
But here's where I disagree. So this AI, he obviously he doesn't understand. He may not understand the technology behind it, and he's obviously not the one animating. But he is working with Toei Animation, and if they're using these sort of tools, even to a small degree, and them seeing how this is going to be a game changer, not just for Toei, for the entire anime industry. So for him to be excited that, look, we're going to be one of the first movies, he may be giving us a hint, we're going to be the first movie to implement these sort of AI tools for the anime industry that have been being developed over the past couple of years, right? So it could be a hint. And the only reason why I believe it could be hinting at that is for the mere fact that they actually showed us a 5-minute demonstration of just one tool. If it wasn't for that demonstration, I would not be here saying like, oh yeah, it's ready. Because I know they've been working on it, but it just wasn't at the level for them to use it in a production setting. But now it's very clear that it has reached that level and that it's ready to be implemented in anime and in movies. And they might be experimenting.
Disagree. I just disagree. The only thing we disagree on is what Toriyama's statement means, which neither of us could really know. It's not much of a debate. We're just going to both just have our own interpretations of the statement, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think the statement on its own doesn't. That's why a lot of people thought he meant CGI.
Real quick, let me just cut you off real quick.
By the way,
to reply to this, someone
ahead.
Said, "Don't fucking insult Toriyama." I'm not insulting him. The dude's a multi-millionaire.
He's not insulting him, guys.
There's no insulting him at all. Yeah.
He's not insulting him at all.
I did want to say I do want to close the stream out in a minute, but I want to finish a couple super chats here, okay? Real quick. Just want to wrap these up here. Can Vegeta use Force Spirit Fishing on Piccolo? It was hinted that he could. McFeast Never says, Happy Goku, eat them. How you doing, man? I was wondering if I could join your Discord. That would be all right. But you have to become a Tier 2 member and go to the community tab. That's the only way to join the Discord. And Swift, he left a super chat, but I cannot read it because my window is not showing up. So I did want to close the stream out because I actually was going to close it out earlier. And then we got into this little conversation. I'm not saying I want to cut you all off. It's just we really don't. Okay, here we go. Geekdom, could Goku use Kaioken on top of Ultra Instinct? Probably not.
Geekdom,
Probably
it's
not.
Time. It's time, Geekdom. That's it. Now that I have you live, you can't run away. Super Saiyan 3 Goku could beat Fat Boo.
No, he can't, bro.
Fight me.
No, he can't. Come on.
Fight me on the streets right now.
I do have to end the stream, though. We'll talk about that another day.
Fight me on the streets right now. He's running and ducking.
No, I'm not.
Write it down. He's ducking.
No, I'm not. I really
We need a boxing match.
I'm not gonna over Dragon Ball. No.
Yes, Dragon Ball YouTubers boxing match.
Bro,
Cartoon versus
you've been watching too much
Ducking
Logan Paul. No, I don't mind doing the debate with you, just not today, bro. I actually legitimately have been doing this for 2.5 hours. I only wanted to go 2 hours. I'm worried I'm gonna go 3 hours, and I really do have to close the stream out. We'll do it another day.
All right. We'll close the stream out. We'll do it another day.
I am not ducking you. You have my word on that. We'll do it in the future. But
got it.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll do it some other time, but
Sure.
excuse me. Anyways, I don't know how many. Okay. Okay. One more. Okay. If it were to rewrite Cooler, I'd have a disgruntled Frieza Force soldier wish him back to life with some Dragon Balls, having lost his life in a fight with Frieza decades ago, sporting a revenge plot. That would make him an anti-hero, and I'd be okay with that. But Granolah wants to get revenge on Frieza too, so it's like we're kind of seeing too much of that, in my opinion. All right, we're gonna close out. So either way, we're gonna come back and do a future stream about this. If we get more news, obviously, of course. But my next one's gonna be May 22nd, which will be after the manga. So we'll be talking about all kinds of shit there. But Karthu, bro, thanks for stopping by, and Opie, thanks for educating us on
AI.
on the future, yeah, on AI, bro. The future of animation, bro, which may or may not be in this movie. We don't know.
Or
Right,
I
right.
don't even, it could be in this movie. I just don't think that's what Toriyama's talking about.
I don't either, honestly. I really don't think so either. But I think Opie might be onto something as far as what they might do with movies in the future, Dragon Ball
Yeah,
and
for
other
sure.
stuff. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thanks
see.
again, y'all. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with the Heroes review and some more stuff in the future. So later. End stream.
Okay.
Well, I'm
So
trying.
you're ending your stream. I'm gonna dip call so I could do like another.